Hello everybody, my name is Joseph Quigley, aka Pandemonium Heart, and tonight we're going to be trying to win one of the last Pixelborn tournaments before it gets shut down with the deck we used to top 32 in the Chicago Lorcana Challenge. This is a list I've put a lot of time and energy into that has steered me very well, of course, that I'm seeing a lot of community buzz over the past weekend, and I've been very happy to see all the support and love this deck has gotten, especially because I love it so much too. So I wanted to take it for one last spin and do so on stream so there are some video record of perhaps how you too can pilot the most, in my opinion, fun deck you can be playing right now. So this is basically the list I ran in Chicago, the only exception being I'm swapping out Flynn 2-drop for Sir Hiss tonight for some better trades and for some better ways to deal with Diablo. We'll see how that goes. It's not a huge change, but Flynn was definitely one of the weaker parts of the list that went very far. You can see my score and record there. It was testing extremely well before I took off to Chicago, and it tested so well I decided to go ahead and run with it. So if you have any questions about the deck at all, how it plays, how it functions, why I'm making the choices I am, I'll try to go around and I'll talk a bit about it as I'm playing, but feel free to ask any questions you have about the deck, and we will go from there. The tournament should be starting fairly shortly. We have 22 people in tonight at the moment. And we will go from there. Thank you very much. Still letting more people come in. But thank you all for coming in so far. Yeah, looks like we're just still getting deck lists taken care of. So it'll be a little bit, but it shouldn't be long before we're into games here. Thank you very much for the follow, Fat Dunk, and to you, Gemruff. We'll certainly give it our best shot to tell how to play this deck. In general, thank you very much for the follow as well, Gemruff. So in general, the way the deck works is attacking the hand. Prince John is basically the core of the deck. And is how we get our draw engine rolling. We aim to essentially wipe out our opponent's resources and then use Muses and or Under the Sea to wipe out their board as well and just get overwhelming advantage through the power of John and Diablo as well that we can protect with Bare Necessities and Ursula too. That more or less is very strong into the blue decks in the format. And Under the Sea gives us tools to deal with faster, more aggressive decks, and particularly Green Steel we use Under the Sea in particular to deal with that deck. I'll give you a demonstration. There's a lot of really interesting lines you can do with the deck. Muses opens up a lot of very interesting combos with the likes of Ariel or Ursula. You've got to figure out how to develop your Under the Sea lines and make sure you're threatening that and playing around that, which often means playing to Under the Sea, which often means you are not tapping until their board is completely dead. But it works really well, and just discard is such a powerful mechanic in Lorcana, and this deck basically does it the best, which is why Lucifer and Dad Blast, You Have Forgotten Me, are in there along with all the discard power. But I'll be answering questions for the deck throughout the tournament, so let me know if you have any, or if there's any technical issues as well. Just give me a heads up on that. I'm hoping this is all sounded and looking smoothly, but I haven't done a lot of these. I will say the last stream I did was trying to get Mufasa to number 1. It's been a little bit since then. Unfortunately, Mufasa was not working for me this set, so we had to put a break on it, but I'll probably try to make that deck work at some point for me, just because I do like it a lot. And somebody did top Chicago with it, so I believe, so that was good to see. All right. We have our first pairing. Let me just get that started out, and we will get into it. I'm up against Rastafari. Let me just check what they're playing. Where is he? He is on red-purple tonight. Okay, that should be pretty decent. We've got a good matchup into red-purple. Let me just get the pairing going. And we're locked in. Confirming we're good to go. Oh, okay. All right, here we go. So red-purple tends to be largely about... Thanks, R2, and thanks for joining me. I'll tweet. All right, there we go, rolling. All right. So we're going up against red-purple here. Let's just start with them all first. This is pretty good, actually. Actually, really good. How much do I feel like reading is the question. Keeping 2 Diablo is tempting, but it's probably a little bit too greedy. But otherwise, that's about as good as you can get, realistically. Yeah, that should be fine. Hopefully some discard songs. Okay, no songs, a little unfortunate. Maybe Mulliganing Under the Sea was a little bit much, but we'll probably find an action. We've got like over 20 of them. See, case in point. Okay, I'll keep Kaida, I guess, because we've got potential shift line, and let's see what we're dealing with. He does have the Brawl, unfortunately, and we've got Flynn, Cusco, Maui's very annoying, but not too bad otherwise. I'm gonna have to wait a bit on the Diablo until I can find a Bare Necessities, which I was hoping to find off that mulligan. Yeah, this is about as perfect a hand as you can get, other than not having Bare Necessities to deal with the Brawl. But we'll see if he maybe inks it eventually. Although he has plenty of inks, so probably not. Here comes the Flynn to be annoying. I might actually play Kaida this turn. Just to try to deny the Flynn a bit. There's an oh, yeah, Kaida's actually very tempting here. The only issue is I can't go Ursula into John if I do Kaida. And that is a bit of a problem. I could ink this instead, but that's not ideal when you have John ready to go. I could just hold onto the Sudden Chill for later, which isn't the end of the world and doesn't have a lot. It's a nice 3 lore and sets up for a big combo, so I think it's correct. And I know he doesn't have a song, unless he drew it. I think this is the play. This is not what I would usually do, but I think in this very specific set of circumstances, it's correct. And then we don't tap. Then we can just try to sing a Stunning Chill later when he has fewer cards. I wonder if he'll Brawl me here. That would be very funny. Darn, he top decked that. That's a shame. Okay. That's probably our ink in this scenario. Okay, well, we're very well set up here for a big shift play. I could have tapped Kaida there, but he could have gone a Fox. I don't want to risk that. We're just really hoping that John and Diablo can get us there eventually. No rabbit? Oh my gosh, that's probably the worst thing it could be. Oh, but that's pretty good. Okay, okay. That changes things quite a bit in terms of what we can try to do. I can ditch this, but I don't love it, just because it's an important wipe when we have Kaida ready to go. So I think it's probably just going to be ditch this, sing this, take out his Brawl, double swing into the location, and call it a day. I think that's probably the line here. Well, I can't double swing, rather, but we're going to take out that Brawl. Ooh. Friends is unfortunate, but we gotta get rid of the Brawl here. And that way we punish him for Friends if he goes for it. Oh my goodness. Yep, I think I gotta go for it. Love to see the brokenness. Alright, I'll just casually get a +3 here. What's the addiction? Goat and draw 2. Goat and friend. No, he didn't ditch friends. Oh, wait, I can select the friends here too. Oh my goodness. Is that worth? I get rid of John, or at least John probably dies. He has a Maui still, and he's probably going to look to go Maui. It's very tempting. I think I do swing in with this here. I guess. Oh, but I drew this as well. Oh my goodness. In which case I don't swing because I can get rid of it next turn. The only question is, do I tap to get rid of his friends? And I think the answer is probably no. I want to keep John up, most likely, but it leaves him with very little. But I can draw off Diablo anyway, so it's fine. Yeah, no, I will hold here. We want to keep both. Well, I guess I could still swing the Kaida in. Doesn't really matter, but it makes Maui worse, so I don't think we'll go that way. Yeah, this is fine. That was a crazy turn, holy smokes. And that's the kind of turns you can do in this deck. Just draw discard into more discard and really dwindle the resources. So, is you going to give me a draw 2? No, he's going to develop the Maui. Perfect. That is exactly what we want to see. Okay, okay, we are cooking now. Maui is a nuisance, though, to be sure. We will deal with this. Get rid of this. Get a draw. Oh, hey, another one. That's nice. And now he's got nothing. Well, except this Maui, which is admittedly very annoying. But we will have to we will deal with it in time. And he's on 5 ink, so he can't do any of his worst threats. What's his top deck? A Maui. Oh, wow, he wanted to ink it. That's interesting. I can understand the reason for it, but I think Maui is, like, kind of good enough to play in that situation, but, I get it. Oh, that's... Okay. I could Under the Sea and then just let Maui swing into Cricky to deal with the Flynn, which isn't the worst play. But... Well, I guess that isn't a bad play, actually. And then I could develop both of these. I'm not really likely to deal with a big board here. So he just swings into there, and it's fine. It's a little bit of a waste of Under the Sea, but I don't think I'm going to deal with it in a better look. I could also just... I could just swing this and stay the Under the Sea. Yeah, and then Maui has to swing into here. That makes sense. That makes way more sense. And then I think I develop both of these and save Cricky for now. I could save the Sudden Kill instead, in case he finds draw, but I'll probably find more discard, and I think Cricky is overall more valuable. And he's still 1 ink away from Be Prepared at worst. Sorry, I haven't been checking chat, I've been focusing on the game. Don't hate the deck. I only lose to it. Okay, now we're just waiting for the... Now we just gotta play around top deck, B prep, and we're good. I will develop Cricky here, I guess, to put him on more of a clock, but I'll save the Kaida because it doesn't really do anything. Get a double draw off of the Diablos. Thanks for joining us, Koff. Don't hate the deck, it's a lot of fun. Oh my... Wow. He inked both turns and then went perfectly into a freaking V-Prep. I cannot believe that. That's the annoying part of this deck, is you completely wreck them, and then they just top deck a board wipe, and it doesn't matter. Okay, let's just do what we can here. That's really unfortunate, though, because now we can top deck actual answers, and it's very bad for me. That one's not too bad, and we can at least deal with it. I think it is worth Brunoing this one, probably. Under Seas aren't going to do much as well, which is bad. I guess, yeah, it's probably worth developing this, because it's not going to do me much good. I guess I needed a couple more turns if I had a beat prep, and I would have been fine. Oh, that's also kind of annoying, but it could have been worse. I actually don't think it's worth playing that card. It's tempting. It's very tempting. Guess to get, yeah, but nah, I need it for a bigger threat than this. He creates 1 for 1 and we live with it. I'm actually going to ink this, and then we can actually go for a hard cast Under the Sea, maybe. I guess there was an argument for not tapping there to try to set up for that, but I need to put him in a clock. We are actually, oh, is he questing? Oh, that's good for us. Okay, okay. Wow. I think this is actually the first time I've ever hard cast this card, but it is absolutely what's going to happen here. It's actually very good right now. Unorthodox, but gotta do what you gotta do. As long as he doesn't find rushers, we could be okay here, but we'll see. I'm surprised you would ink that. I don't see the point of that. You could like easily find something and get some real value there. We'll just cycle this because it's not going to do us much good. Well, neither is that. Oh, if we pull this off after that B prep, we'll be... I guess he didn't want... Wow. Damn. I need some damn characters. I haven't found one in the past few turns. A better character than that, ideally. But we'll play it, I guess. I hate top deck B prep so much. The one thing this deck really needs... Oh, finally. Okay. Now the only question is, do I Under the Sea just to deny him draw? And the answer is no. I don't think I do that. That's pretty good. I will tap here, just because we're kind of clock him out. Is it worth it to just get rid of this? I think it kind of is. It's crazy, but I actually think it is. I want to deny him draw for better cards. I may regret that, but I just want to keep tempo as much as I can. That's a bad top deck for me. That's an unfortunate top deck. Oh, what? That is a very good top deck, though. And we can just wipe out his hand, so, well, not exactly, but well enough. I think we... I kind of want to just quest these, and then play this, and then I can replay Aerial if I want to, or reset Aerial. The only issue with that is, I could go Sing Bruno, bounce. He has 2 cards in the hand, I discard one of them. This is always questing. I think I do hold this for something worse, especially if Under the Sea is an option. If I tap and yeah, there's no shot that I can... I think this is probably correct. Oh my god, what a discard. He's playing big Sisu. Okay, so my options are pray he doesn't find a top deck that can deal with the board and reset the Diablo here to go for the game, or reset Aerial, which is a lot safer. There's a lot of top decks that gets him past an Aerial, but there's a lot of top decks that don't. I think we go for the win. It's a little risky, but I think it's worth it. Yes! Got him. Whew, that was a little scary, but we got there. Let me just get that sorted out and make sure I'm doing the tourney correctly. I'm used to Manticore being best of 3. Let's see, we are... Let me just confirm that. Continuing 2-game format. And I'm gonna go first. Alright, that went well, surprisingly. Sorry I'm not checking chat right now, I've been very focused on the game, but I will check chat in a moment, I promise. Okay, let's check the mulligan. Okay, we like a lot of these. We like a lot of these a lot. Okay, I'm actually tempted to keep Trekkie. We'll toss this, we'll toss this. I'll toss some muses here, although it's not a bad card. I think I want to greed a bit harder for discard. Trekkie's very good though, but we'll be okay, especially going first. God. Oh, okay. Our greed was rewarded, essentially. I shouldn't really need this here. So let's see if he has a brawl. He has 2 brawl. No, one brawl. Double Sisu, Rabbit, Friends, and we can discard that Friends. Okay. Good. Oh, hey, Habibi. Yeah, I thought about that line, but on the, using Singing Bruno, but I wanted to go for the win, so I played a little bit greedier. I feel like Trekkie is probably better. Guess to deal for your locations. Let's see. Yeah, that figures. We can just tap this. We may just go for Diablo, which he can't immediately deal with, and then follow it up with Diablo 2, and that kind of makes his turns poor. Or we can just draw that and not care. That's pretty good. That's really good. Okay, we have to ink this. John gets his immediate draw, Diablo gets his future draw. I can't shift, unfortunately, or this would be very easy. I mean, I guess I could shift, it'd just be very dumb. I think it's probably Diablo here over the John. Because we really need to get those rolling. Take out the Brawl. And we still might be able to shift Diablo on the next turn, which would be pretty good. Oh yeah, the friend was a goat. Sticking Diablo is just so big in this particular matchup. Well, that's not bad. I could actually justify shifting it, playing the John, calling it a day. And I don't even swing into this, I guess, like, not give a neck draw. I don't hate that line at all. Because then I start drawing 2 every turn. He's a long way enough from B-Prep. Yeah, I want to draw on my turn, not his, so I'm not going to bother swinging to this. Start drawing 2. I skip an ink turn, but it's fine. He doesn't have any easy outs, and if he wants to play Rabbit, I'm drawing 2. Oh, but he found a Brawl. That's annoying. Oh, well. That was a top deck one, too. I couldn't snipe it with BN. Okay. Trekkie is going to come up clutch for me later. I'm still not inclined to kill this Cusco. It's like, it can stay there. It's not going to do anything for now. Hopefully I can draw on under the sea and deal with it later. And then I guess don't tap otherwise. These top decks from Diablo have not been it, but hopefully Diablo just stays around. Yep, give me more draw, please. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. And he should not really have actions at this point, so this should be a draw 2 situation. Then I could potentially sing and get off to the races. Ooh, here we go. Oh, that's also tempting. This is why I play Lucifer, folks. This is why this deck got way better. I mean, either that or I'm discarding a valuable song, so it's kind of a win-win. But I'll take the discard too, please. Oh no, what did we get? I mean, I'll take that. I'm okay with that. That's fine. I won't complain about that one. Okay, I could kill this Cusco, but I'm still going to hold off because I am greedy. He is starting to pressure me for lore, which is a little bit scary, but I still think I hold here. Because I can wipe out his Board of Cricket next turn, so it should be okay. Ah, there's Under the Sea, though. That's what I've been waiting for, to deal with this board. So he can't get to draw off Cusco for free. And if he wants to start bouncing this rabbit, I'll get lots of draw from that. Okay, we like that. We don't love that, but we'll deal with it. The only issue is I can't bury the Sisu, but we'll cross that bridge. Always waiting for a double draw? So I'll get 2 procs here. Yep. Oh, yeah, this Sisu is just going to be very annoying. Okay, that's fine. Come on, play something else. No, not so lucky. Alright. Let us probably sing Paint and Under the Sea. Seems good enough here. I could also scout his hand before I do that. Yeah, that does make sense. Okay, let's see what he's got. Oh, that's a problem. Okay, that is a big problem that we'll have to try to deal with. But we will try to deal with it later. Well, wait, that's a big problem now. That's a huge problem now. Okay. Can I get... No. That is very bad. I've already played the shift line. Okay. So I need to find Bruno here. That's my only real out, or I'm going to lose. Unfortunate. Fuck. Can I empty my hand enough to actually pull it off? I might be able to. Okay. The problem is this draws, and it is mandatory for me to draw with it. I play... That might actually work out. This might actually be enough. I think, if I got this right. I play this. It goes into... Yeah, I think I can get there. Because I also -1 it. I think I can get there. I mean, I lose if I don't, so fuck it. We'll do it live. I don't bounce with muses because I can't afford a card in my hand. Wait, no! Oh, shoot! No! I just realized I forgot something. Damn. I just realized. The problem is, in paper, this works. On Pixelborn, it doesn't. And that is extremely frustrating. Oh, that is so bad. Ah, man. That's so annoying. How it's supposed to do is that the action is not in hand. The action does not count as being on hand, and that card should be on the bottom of the deck. That is the actual ruling. That is confirmed. But on Pixelborn, it's not there, and it's not getting fixed. That's so annoying. Okay, the best card I can keep probably is going to be Ariel, or actually John. I should have tapped with John first. I didn't think that through. It probably has to be John so I can get some draw. So we're going to bring back to John here, and then next turn go for the combo. That's so frustrating. That is so frustrating. I don't know. I don't think you can. I mean, I'll tell my opponent it's bugged on Pixelborn, but like it doesn't make a difference. That's so annoying. I'm sad they never fixed it, but I mean, I understand, I suppose. Hopefully he inks here. But that's like already still like really bad for me regardless, and he's not even inking. Ooh, I can't play that, unfortunately. Losing to that is just so awful, man. And he had the castle. I forgot about that. I can at least, like, kind of deal with this here. But I can't deal with that and castle is the problem. I mean, I have to kill it and then just... But then I can't kill castle. I guess cooked. That's so frustrating. I mean, yeah, I do this for sure, I think. That's a good hit, at least. But it's really not good enough. All I can do is hope he draws air, because I can't kill this very quickly. And it's not, yeah. I cannot believe that. That is not exactly air, unfortunately. Nah, he quests the victory, so I have to find an out to this card. I need, like, muses or something. That ain't it. Man. I guess I could have tried to get rid of it sooner, but I also never saw... I don't think I saw Bruno a single time that game either in my first raid cards. That is bitter. Yeah, there's nothing I can do here right now. He gets inks and quests, and that's... Oh, well, I guess I can draw one more. I should have done that. No, that ain't it. Yep. That's literally the game. There's nothing else to it. The game is specifically that is bugged on Pixelborn. It's a very niche interaction, but an important one. I don't even know what to do with that, like... I'll ask. I'm genuinely curious, like, cause for sure, 100%, like, that was basically entirely because of that situation. I would have had at least one extra turn to discard him out, and I definitely drew into more discard that could have gotten that Sisu out of his hand. So it's like, he wouldn't have been able to cast Sisu if I get that under C off properly. It's unfortunate. Well, I still think the deck performed very well. And that's kind of what the deck does. It just... well, that was a demonstration rather of what the deck does, which is really just use the overwhelming advantage you can generate off of Diablo and John to get super far ahead, and then what you lose to is top decked board wipes, but you have counters to that if you can prevent them from inking or set them from hand and such. I didn't have the ink 2 there. I don't think I did there. I need to watch it back, but if memory serves, could I have? No, I think I played Muses that turn. Did I play? Right. I could have bounced Lucifer, you're right. Yeah, no, you're right. I missed that line. I was scouting for B prep, but I had forgotten that. Because Big Sisu is a very weird tech in red purple. It's very uncommon. Yeah, that was the thing. Because I was looking for B prep or other stuff, not Sisu. Thank you, I appreciate that. So the ruling fairy there, which I had forgotten, is not correct on Pixelborn. So I emptied my hand to the point that in combination with the paint, Sisu was at 3 attack. And then I tried to play Under the Sea, which now not in my hand, puts Sisu down to 2 attack and makes it vulnerable to Under the Sea. In paper, that is how it's ruled. In Pixelborn, though, they never fix that, where Sisu is maintaining the attack as if Under the Sea is in hand when it is not. And then I saw the line, and then I forgot it was still bugged on Pixelborn. Alas. Like, I've definitely seen this mentioned in Discord before. Like, I'm fairly confident in this one. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not going to be too upset about it because I don't care that much about winning tonight, all things considered. But it's a little unfortunate. Good luck to you too, man. I appreciate it. Honestly, I don't fault you. Not at all. Like, it's just a shitty circumstance. But all good and all the best going forward. I guess that shows the power of Big Sisu and Red-Blue. And Red-Purple, rather. Yeah, for sure, Asian. I appreciate that too. Thank you for the follow, Refectary. Appreciate that. Well, okay. We're getting round 2 very shortly here. That's good. I'm glad people are moving quick. We'll see if we can bounce back. Hopefully we get a... Hopefully our opponent is not as good because it's a tie. We can hope for that. And hopefully we dodge green steel because I don't feel like dealing with green steel. Oh. It's not bad. I considered it a subpar matchup versus green steel. But it's far from unwinnable. Going into Chicago, I'd put it at like a 45, 55 in their favor. But I figured like I could split versus green steel if I went into it, and hopefully I only went to it like twice. Once if I'm lucky, 3 if I'm unlucky, and then hopefully just beat out all the blues and other decks 2-0. I ended up going 4-2-2. Rather, it was... Yeah, in Swiss, I went 2-2 in games versus them, although one of the builds was a weird aggro version. And then I 2-0'd my top 64 against green steel, actually. I got some very good draws there. Because you can deal with Kaida Muses and Under the Sea to deal with their stuff, but they can absolutely get you with their removal and their overwhelming discard power. However, I have seen some people picking up my deck doing extremely well versus green steel, so maybe I'm maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe it's better to green steel than even I realized. But generally, I've operated at around like a little well. In more recent times, I've had a slightly above 50% win rate against green steel, but for a long time it was subpar since I've been testing this deck. So I guess kind of assume smaller sample sizes, and I'm below, or rather, I will. It's an unfavored matchup, I think. But it has great matchups into pretty much everything else in the meta right now, so I feel very comfortable playing it. It is unfortunate I missed the Lucifer line. I probably need to play more into Muses bouncing Lucifer because it is pretty strong, and I don't always see it. Well, lesson learned on that one, I suppose. But I don't want to look to chat for advice while it's going to. I haven't actually streamed a tournament in a long time, so I'm also getting used to that a bit. But for next time, we'll see if it comes up again. Alright, next pairing is up. Let's see what we got. We're up. Oh my god, we're facing the rat? Really? Wow. Okay. I guess we'll do it. Maybe he's not playing green steel for once. Surely he might mix it up. No, he's on green steel. Okay, well, this might end very badly. We'll do our best. Wow, what a reward, eh? What a reward for a tie. Alright, I need to check in still. Okay. Well, we'll see if we can pull this off, but against a guy this good, unless I draw very well, it's not happening. If I get to tie, I'll be lucky, honestly. That's what I expect. We'll see, though. We'll see. Okay. And one thing about this deck is it basically has, like, no answer to Diablo Shift. Which goes for a lot of decks, in fairness, but, like, you die to Diablo Shift every time. So you guys gotta hope they don't have it. Okay, going first. Okay, that's not unpromising. Okay. Well, we'll toss this. We'll toss this. We'll toss this. We'll keep the Muses because it's so important in this matchup. The only question is tossing Under the Sea to find later or gambling on keeping it. Since he knows what I'm on, I think he'll be more inclined to keep Ursula too. So I think I toss it, especially since I at least have Muses. Okay, that's pretty good, all things considered. Like, I can't complain about that. I am tempted to think, no, I need to save it. So we ink this here, and we guess to live with the fact we're not playing a 2-drop. What do we got? How bad's the damage? Okay, we do have Ursula 2, but we can play around that. Ursula 3 is scary, very scary, but we can potentially, but that's 2 strengths for Raking Fires, so we can't get past both. That's unfortunate. Okay. And double Ursula. Alright, we'll see what he yanks here. Like, I can yank this, play this, to try to get around Ursula 1. I probably should have yanked this last turn in hindsight, but I wanted to shift. If I'm lucky, yank Strength. But I don't think he would, logically. Now he needs to keep, like, 2 Strength. He wants to go Strength kill spell against me, for sure. Yanks and Ursula. That makes sense. And you'll see my hand and know what he has to do. Wait, but if I... Now there is one thought, is if I go for the Diablo shift line here, I can potentially hope that he doesn't have an extra song to shift Diablo and sing it, and then try to find an out later. And I've had this come up before. I lost against Green Steel player in Chicago specifically because even though I could like sing bien to keep him with one song in hand, he just top decked more songs and I died. So there is a possibility of making that work. Okay. So we definitely want to get rid of the songs in our hand if we can. So we ink this for sure. Yeah, we definitely ink this. Because the only two play is Ursula 2 here. Play bien and then shift and pray. Is that the line? I think this always happens. Okay. So, that's promising. He doesn't have a song. So I think we do gamble this. I think it's worth it. We gotta play. It's very risky. I know it's very risky, but I think we gotta play for it. Hope he doesn't draw a song, or another action rather. That's the only hope. Unfortunately, we drew a song. That's actually very unfortunate, but we'll live with it potentially. Because if he wants to shift, he has to hopefully get rid of the only song in his hand, hopefully. At the point he could swing, but we'd be okay with it. Yeah, it's unfortunate the top deck was a song, but not a lot we could do about that. I think what he might do is just try to save it for Ursula, but that gives us a lot of leeway. Muses probably is what... okay, that's kind of unfortunate. I don't have a choice, though. I really don't have a choice, because I gotta develop something this turn. We really need to find someone to deal with that last song in his hand. Okay, well, ask you and you shall receive, I guess. Hopefully he doesn't have a... I mean, on the bright side, I don't die to Shift Diablo kill spell, particularly. He's inking... That's his third Ursula inked, I think. So he's not going for that line. Oh no, he's just been top taking Ursulas like a crazy person. Okay, we might actually have a shot this game, surprisingly. Oh, wow. Those are two... There is an option of trying to... I feel like this got very interesting very quickly. I could sing at... I don't think that's correct, though. I think it's correct. It's unlikely he found another song based on how he's thinking, so I do this. Yep. Draw off John. That's pretty good. Do I ink here? I don't like inking here. I'm tempted to just swing, so no, I don't need to if I find him to see, right? Nah, I guess hold. Hold and pray he doesn't find a song. That is basically all we're going to do. I am going to ink here, actually. Just to, because I'm going to draw two and I need to get more ink in the board. Okay. No song, one time no song here. That's the hope. Watch him top deck Storm and then I die. But it is what it is at that point. Because this Under the Sea goes super hard if I can pull it. Okay, we got this! And it's basically over at that point. Yeah, no, there's nothing you can do from this position. Or I shouldn't say that. I should, oh. Well, I mean... Hot damn. Hot damn. We actually made a disaster there. Now I have an answer for his beast too. Like, yep, it's over. Okay. Alright, we'll take that. We will take that against the Chicago champion. We will absolutely take that. I'm surprised. Well, I guess it makes sense. Like, he wasn't coming back from that position. Unless he top-decked swords, maybe, but that's awkward. Like, honestly, if I tie here, like, I'm not upset. Like, this is a very fair match you have to tie. That just kind of was, like, everything working in our favor. That he didn't see any songs. Like, that was the only way we ran, was he guessed. If he, I gambled on him not finding songs, and it paid off. Oh, shit. I reported it. Did I report it incorrectly? Okay, I think I didn't. Alright, what do we got here? Not bad. Not bad. I will toss this and try to find out later. I won't keep 2 of these because that's too greedy. Otherwise, that's not a bad hand, all told. Like, well, I don't have a shift line to do anything, but that's okay-ish. There is an argument for tossing Diablo. I guess because it's unlikely to survive without a shift line specifically. I guess I have bare necessities for it, but... Like, John's nice because he can't be dealt with very easily. But I do have bare necessities potentially, so that helps. Okay, just keep John and try to win that way. That's not the worst idea. Mulliganing against this deck is so much weirder than the rest. I don't hate this conceptually, but it's a little too greedy for my tastes. I think I just do this and hope he can't find an answer. Yeah, I'll do it this way. Okay, that's really strong, actually. I mean, it'd be better if I found a shift line, but it's pretty good. Maybe I should have gone harder for the shift line and mull away the Kaidas. There is an argument for that, but Kaida's kind of semi-important to have on board to set up for Under the Sea later. Actually, that's a fair point, Ashen. You're right. Well, at this point, I'm going to keep both. But the gamble is that they don't have Ursula too. I'll definitely ink one of these. They could go for a Bucky line here. I mean, both are valuable enough for John, so it kind of works out. But you're right, Ashen. That's probably a fair point. But he's going for a Bucky line. Never punished. At least not yet. We may yet be punished. Ooh, oh, that's very interesting, but probably not the play. It's like very tempting to like try to set up a shift line, but I don't think it's correct. This does well into a possible Diablo on turn 3 that he can't sing yet. And I have bare necessities to potentially deal with stuff too. I'm probably going to favor John on 3 regardless, and I need to develop a 2-drop here, so we're going to do it this way. The only question is which of these do I feel like going for? He is set up for a Flynn shift line, interestingly enough. But he can sing and deal with it a little bit more. I don't like that. I think I like Ursula here. And it paid off. Yeah, because that Flynn Rider. Maybe I should have kept the 1-drop and played this and 1-drop in the next turn, but that might be a little too optimistic. Okay, inks that. Probably plays Diablo here, naturally. Now, I've got a tough call. I could play my own Diablo and hope that works, which isn't the worst idea. Or I could, Like, I feel like I'm going for John here most of the time, but like that, I need to contest the Diablo is the only issue. Bare Necessities isn't doing a lot for me right now, and it's unlike, if he finds a song, he's playing it. So Bare Necessities probably does the least of this hand, realistically. So I'm probably going to toss the bear here. Oh, that's a pretty good top deck. So next turn he plays and or shifts Flynn, or I guess he plays that. Either way, we're going to discard it for 1. This is probably the best ink I got, and then I could play Diablo to contest his, or I can develop this Aerial and I guess try to find more draw power. I could do this Sing, and then he loses a card, which isn't bad. And then I can get my own draw rolling that way. It's not the worst play. I think in any case this probably has to be ink. Aerial could find Under the Sea, and then I can play it next turn if I'm lucky, very lucky, which is not unappealing either. Next turn he could just go ink play, and he'll have 1 card left, and we can get rid of John at that point. This contested Diablo the best. If I find Under the Sea, the game is over, though. Or I could find the Bruno and try to deal with Diablo that way, which is pretty good. I like that line quite a bit. I think we'll go for Aerial. Or I could whiff. C'est la vie. That's gonna be killer. It's tough, because I know the lines feel that fantastic. And I guess hold. The big thing is that this opens up a top deck Under the Sea, which is why I really wanted to do Aerial, because that's how you win, is resolving Under the Sea. Or finding Muses. That's the other aspect. It sets up well for Muses, too, off the top. He plays Aladdin. He shifts. Or he gets plays it. Here, it's probably not Diablo. It's too slow. We're going to go John, discard, draw, call it a day. It kind of just comes down to me finding Under the Sea versus him finding removal at this point. We know the bottom 4 cards in my deck are not Under the Sea. So we've got to just dig and find it. And then if we can, we win. He was really thinking of not drawing there. That's interesting. I guess there's an argument for singing Bear there, but there's a very strong chance I just don't get anything off it. Right. I always forget that. I forget that sometimes. Okay. I could ink here. I'm probably getting discarded. Or I could try to sing with Aerial to find it, but then Aerial dies, which I don't love. Although we do have the shift line, potentially. He draws again, too, if I do that. I don't think we do that. Yeah, I think we're probably holding. But I think this is a very bad position. Ink and then try to top deck it or keep the shift. I think I'll keep the shift line. It's not amazing, but it's fine. I can ink it next turn if I need to, and he shouldn't be able to do 2 shifts next turn. So we just hold. Alright. We have a 3 in 46 chance or so. No, 45 chance. A 3 in 45 chance to immediately win the game. That's something. That's something. That is not it, though. Okay. I think I kill the Flynn. Shift Kaida, call it a day? Is that the line, really? I mean, I gotta clear my hand here. So, Yeah, it is what it is. I probably could have played it differently, maybe playing Diablo out sooner. Aerial whiffing was really bad for me. I was really hoping to find something good out there. Aerial Wizard Bruno or Under the Sea. Oh well. I think I do get swing, shift, call it a day. Probably should have swung with John, actually. It's a slight efficiency thing, but it means I don't die to swords. But if he has swords, I'm cooked regardless. Alright. The dream is now find paint and then go that into Under the Sea. That would be nice. This is one of the scenarios where I wish I was running 4 Under the Sea, but say la vie. Unfortunate spam bot. I don't know how to deal with it. Yeah, this is very over. Well, no. Under the Sea into... No, paint into Under the Sea still does it. Manifest that energy. Paint under the sea. Paint under the sea. Paint under the sea. No, that ain't it. Well, I won't be sad about splitting. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I can swing here. Swing, kill. He still has more than enough to deal with me. Oh well, I'll take the 1-1 there. Against the rat of all people, absolutely. Alright. Whew. Alright, let's see how... So, I'll share my screen a bit. We're in a bit of a lull right now, but I want to see the breakdown of the meta without navigating out. Let's see if I can do that. Hang on a moment. Oh, there we go. Okay. So we got the metagame open on my screen, and let me just get it over. That should do it. Okay. Alright, so I assume everybody can now see this. Oh wow, a lot of... Wait, what? Okay, so we've got 8 Amber Ruby, 4 Amber Emerald? Oh gosh, everybody's trying out my deck today. That's very funny. That's very funny. And then we've got a couple of Amber Amethyst, I guess that aggro deck that Braden was trying out yesterday. And then only like 2 of the other meta decks. What a weird spread this is. What a very weird spread. I might have to play a mirror today, which would be crazy. Well, you know what? You love to see it. That's what I'll say. I tried to keep this deck under wraps going into Chicago for the whole week and a half, and I was just like biting my tongue about how well it was testing because I didn't want people to be considering it as an option. I wanted to catch people off guard with it. But now that it's out in the world, it's like, y'all go crazy. I love seeing people potentially succeed with this deck, and I've been loving seeing people saying it feels really good and it feels really tight, and it's been awesome. That's been awesome to see for sure. So how many rounds are we today? I actually have not registered that just because it's been a little bit, just because I'm streaming. I'm paying much less attention. Getting pinged in the Discord. Let me go over into Discord for a sec. Okay, so we're doing 5 rounds of Swiss with no top cut. Okay, so if I can I think I can afford one more tie and still make it. Otherwise, I'm probably out. Which it'll be what it'll be is what it is. Like, you know, if I end up losing because of the circumstances, I'll just accept it. Like, one of my game losses was against unfortunate Pixelborn thing, and the other was against the Rat on Green Steel, which is like no shame in tying that. So that's fine. I'm glad to hear. Oh, hey, welcome, Ray. Thanks for the chat, and I'm glad it's doing well for you. Awesome to hear. I mean, that was kind of the play going to Chicago Asian. It was like I saw like despair in the 20 lore Amber Emerald strat, being like, yeah, the deck doesn't really seem to be feeling good, and I was just like biting my tongue, being like, yeah, it's definitely not good. Or okay, I'll admit in one of the discords when Savitz posted it, I was being a little bit like sneaky, being like, yeah, Savitz is saying it's good, but it's still unproven, which was not untrue in fairness. I mean, I've accepted. Yeah, exactly, Reyes. I was just like, I didn't want, and I was actually so mad when Savitz like streamed the deck on the day before Chicago. I'm just like, no, don't tell people about this. Keep it on the DL. People should not know about it. And then I was very happy when Moyen and Podcana, I think, put it in C tier. I'm just like, yes, that's what we like to see. Totally a C tier deck, an under the C tier, if you will. That was good. That was good. What? And then went to Chicago. Yeah. So we got to top 64, and we managed to 2 a green steel player with some very good draws. And then we faced a blue steel, which is even more favored matchup in my opinion. We got game 1 after a very long back and forth. Game 2 was looking very good. I had shifted Diablo and then played a second Diablo, and I sang Bare Necessities, no removal, and then took out his Baboom. And I'm like, okay, I've got a good enough board position. I think I had like an Ursula 2 as well there. I have like 2 Diablos on board, 1 exerted. I've got a good board position. And I got it where like if you put down a Flavor Sham to draw 2, I will also draw 2, and then we'll just pop off. And then he top deck Swords that I could not see from the Bare Necessities. And so and that gets completely fit the game. Like, if he doesn't find that Swords for like another 2 or 3 turns, like I've got that 100%, I think. Because I guess draw crazy, get Diablos, get so much advantage, and then I'll be fine. After that, in game 2, I still had a shot in game 2. I went to Aerial Muses mode, and we had another long back and forth where he was a bit ahead, but I could have potentially flipped it by finding Under the Sea and like burying 2 Flavor Champs he had on board for no items. But I just couldn't find Under the Sea either. I was still like behind after Swords came down. But eventually he found his item, he popped off with 2 Flavor Champs on board, and that was game 2. And in game 3, I just drew very badly. I mulliganed hard for John or Diablo. I kept 1 drop, 2 drop if memory serves, and I actually mulliganed away an Aerial, which I tend to do oftentimes, trying to greed and find the big cards you want, which are John and Diablo, especially against blue decks. And I guess I didn't find it. I didn't find them all game until the game was already effectively over, and he just did his normal curve and won game 3. Right, Asian. I mean, it's not going to stay low key for the rest of the set, I think. People definitely are paying attention to it now, clearly. It's absolutely good, Sarek. 100%. It's on a meme deck. We went top 32 in Chicago with it, and it's tested extremely well. I played Mufasa all of last set. I did very well for it. I peaked at 3rd on the Pixelborn ladder. And I usually hovered around a 66% win rate with Mufasa last set. This set after, I'll move over to Pixelborn and I'll show you. Give me a sec, let me get back to gameplay for a moment here. Over the course of like over 70 games now, like I'm at a 75% win rate, close to it. It's been like performing extremely well for me, like about 10 points better than Mufasa, or 5 to 10 points better than Mufasa did from your last set, and I was a pretty good Mufasa player. It feels really good. It's got good matchups into most of the meta, with the exception of maybe Green Steel, but the more I'm seeing some results come in, the more I'm thinking like Green Steel probably isn't even that bad a matchup, which I appreciate that, Sark. Well, here's a list for you. This is basically my Chicago list, except I'm swapping out the Flynn 2 drops I was playing for Sir Hiss today, and I'm trying out Sir Hiss a bit. He seems okay. I'm not 100% sold on him yet, but he's not an reasonable option, and Flynn was probably like the worst card in my deck, or one of the worst cards. That and Kaida 1. I don't love Kaida 1. She's just goons in his deck, and I rarely use a shift line. I might just try cutting her outright and not resisting for her 1 drop, which Ryan F. and Miles was suggesting, and seems like a decent direction. Because you don't necessarily need a... It's interesting, because you don't necessarily need a 1 drop, but it does open up certain lines for Under the Sea, specifically with Aerial. So it's not bad to have a 1 drop to just sits there. So it's iffy, but I might try going without Kaida. But this is definitely a very workable list regardless, and it's very solid. I feel like Bear isn't as good in the GS matchup. You know what? You're probably not. You're probably right about that, Asian. It probably isn't good into the GS matchup, so I should look to toss it more. You're right. Bear's just so good all around that I guess tend to like to have it, but you're probably correct in that it might be good to just get rid of it in the mulligan. Especially because the shift line for Diablo isn't necessarily as good into Green Steel compared to other decks. Although it did me very well against Rat there. Okay, pairing is not up yet. I guess I need to check that before I forgot. How much time we got left in the round anyway? Let's see. Oh, Ray's won his first round. That's good to see. Oh yeah, 2. Wait, no, yeah, no. Okay, only 1 EMRALD won last round. 2 tied, 1 lost. Okay, so we're getting 50-50. That's fine. Oh no, Race is 2-0 on the deck. Good job, Race. I didn't realize. Good stuff. Yeah, that, You Have Forgotten Me, or Dad Blast, as Zephyr coined, and I much prefer, is definitely really extremely strong. We actually blew out a red-purple player in our first game with it. We just found it off a discard and just completely annihilated him at that point. But yeah, Bare Necessity hitting a second target after Ursula 2 is very strong. Smart players will try to play around Bear, like that red-purple player was playing around when it was super, like, being like, I'm going to stop Bare Necessities from working. It was very noticeable. But that also limits their options that they're doing. And if they're doing things like Ink and Castle just so Bear doesn't hit, I'm okay with that. That's fine by me. It's tough, though, as far as trying to use Bear when you're dealing with top decks. Once you get to top decking mode, it's tough for Bear to resolve because they'll often instantly play or ink any song, unless they find like a big uninkable song. It's too bad how big Sisu just kills this deck. Like, if all I was dealing with was like B prep, it'd be so much easier. Like, it's very hard to resolve B prep unless it's exactly off the top against this deck, because that'll usually not. It'll be out of hand quickly enough. I mean, that's the hope. Yeah, no. Nobody expects the Dad Blast Inquisition. Although that's going to be more common. Dad Blast is very solid. It's maybe like you could run it at 3 even. I like Lucifer a bit more just because he's a lot more tempo with a discard 2, at least potentially discard 2. And it's a much better top deck too, which is why I'm on 3 Lucifer 2 Dad Blasts is the thing where, like, if you're in top deck mode and you just need to find like something that can like lore, Data Blast feels really bad if they don't have any cards in hand. That is very true, Asian. Against ES, you also have Ursula 2, so you won't get a chance to play the Bear before it's sniped unless they either don't have Ursula or Dabo. The other aspect, though, is they might go for a Bucky line, but I guess if they have Ursula 2, they often will favor it. I think, I don't know, I haven't talked about, like, it's interesting because, like, I haven't talked with players about playing against my deck because it's like nobody has played against this up until this weekend. I shouldn't say that. I've been playing it and I've gone up against folks, but people haven't necessarily mapped out their game plans against this deck yet. Although that could very soon change. But I don't know if Green Steel still prefers to go Bucky over Ursula 2 on 2. Against us, I think Ursula 2 might be a bit stronger, but I don't hate if Bucky is slower, so it's kind of like, it's tough to say. But you do have to play around Ursula 2 for sure with this deck. Don't play cards, just wait till grab your swords. Green Steel is something I don't feel like I have the strongest grasp on, admittedly, other than trying to play through Muses Under the Sea, of course. Like, I still wrestle with whether or not to keep Under the Sea in hand and just hope they don't have Ursula 2 versus mulliganing away. Actually, in my top 64 match, in game 2, I think I found, Kaida, Aerial, Kaida, Under the Sea, in my first mulligan, and I'm just like, okay, screw it. I'm going to keep Under the Sea, hope he doesn't have Ursula 2, and just win with this. And he didn't have it, so I won. So that worked out. Yeah, actually, if memory serves, he had specifically double Bucky in game 2 as well. But I got an early Kaida shift line. I think he cleared out much of my board, but I had exactly Kaida and Aerial left, shift Kaida, sing Under the Sea, and the game was over on turn 4. It was great. It really is a huge YOLO, but sometimes it pays off. And there's also the case, what if you have 2 Under the Sea? Do you keep both of them and play Ursula 2 that way? I've tried that before. It's very interesting. Green Steel is the one deck that makes me consider playing 4 Under the Sea. Because otherwise it's probably too close. I think if there was another deck in the meta where you really wanted to see it, you would. But 3 is usually enough otherwise. But it's so desperate that you need to top deck it in Green Steel for sure. Man, this is taking longer than the last round did. Or maybe my ladder's just a lot faster this time, I guess, in fairness. Green Steel games don't tend to go as long. And he insta-conceded when he saw the 2 Diablos going. I guess I'll play a game just for the fun of it. If I had to concede because the round starts, so be it. Let's roll. I'll just win fast, it's fine. Yeah, that's usually how I operate at Asian. I don't keeping Under the Sea is very greedy against them. I recognize that, and it's better to just go for the curve. Well, let's put into practice here, I suppose. What do we got on the play? That helps. Okay. This is kind of a weird one. Toss. I think I actually toss this and keep the John instead, along with the Aerial. But I don't see a shift line right now. I'll toss this too. It's not intended to keep it, but I need to find out later. I think this is probably okay. I could keep the Elephant to shift, but I think John's okay. He's a little bit more safe. And then the Aerial is important in general. Huh. I guess that's what we call hubris coming in. Okay. I should only need 1 Aerial, he said, uncertainly. Jesus. Well, on the bright side, if I find a discard card, it's going to go very hard. Okay, well, at least it's not Diablo. That helps. Okay, we'll link a Kaida. We don't need 2 of those. Let's see how bad the damage is. Wow, no songs. Well, I guess that goes both ways. It sounds kind of bad, too, actually, since I don't have any songs. I'll definitely play John on 3, just for the document song thing. I guess I hope he doesn't find swords. Crookie's interesting. Very interesting, actually. But I feel like I need to keep Kaida, and I don't want to lose Aerial yet. I think what we want to try to do is set up a couple of Johns and then Aerial. And I guess hope he doesn't find swords. He's not discarding me, so we have some good... oh, that's unfortunate, though. That's very unfortunate. least it's a little slow, but... Ooh, boy! Well, that just got very interesting now, didn't it? Oh, okay. I gotta win this fast. I'm gonna draw a bunch, so I'm gonna toss this. It's a little greedy, but screw it. Although, but the problem is Diablo. Diablo is a huge problem in this scenario. Because if I draw 4, he draws 4. Right, I forgot about that. It was a mistake to ink Ariel. I didn't think that through very well because it was rounds about to start. It's fine, we'll simply top deck Under the Sea right now. We didn't top deck Under the Sea, but that's not too bad, I guess. I don't think I can afford to draw 4 here. I guess I could just draw until I find Under the Sea and do it that way. This is probably the ink here. Yeah. I think this is still correct, and then just draw until we see Under the Sea. That's the plan. We're going for it. We're going for it. Screw it. YOLO. Oh, we didn't find it. That makes me a sad panda. What an interesting game this just became. Get rid of that. Where is my Under the Sea? I should play 4. I don't know. That was such a risk. Whatever. Pairing is imminent, so I'm kind of just playing off the edge of my seat here. One time Under the Sea, please. I didn't even find another aerial either. Damn Diablo. I guess I can deal up Diablo now at least, so there is that. And I can clean up the board too. This kind of works out, relatively speaking. Now I'm going to deal up this. There's an aerial. Okay, we can clear up his board pretty decently, but that may not be correct. Like, do that, swing into those two. He can only kill 1. Actually, that's pretty good. I mean, if he has sword, he has swords, right? Like, no, we, like, checked for it earlier. We just hope we didn't find it again, but all that we can do. I'll get his here. Probably doesn't find swords, call it a day. This is such a weird... This is a weird game. Please don't judge me based on this game. I promise this is not how I would normally play. I'm just trying to win or lose fast. Okay, well that's a very slow turn from him, so that's good for us. Okay, let's see if we can find a desert. Could you, John, discard, draw 3? That's not bad, but I need to set up aerial either way. Well then. I could shift and kill this, but that's not really what I want to do. Well, I wish I had done that now. Okay. I think I do need to tap here. Yeah, I do need to tap here for sure. Oh, round 3 is up. Let me get pretty fresh. Hang on a second. I think I have to ink this just so I can get more ink on. No choice. Oh man, I can actually win this. Oh shit, wait. Ah, no, that's not good. I'm gonna have to forfeit. Oh, it sucks. Oh, that makes me so sad. I can win this. I can win this, but the round's starting. No. I sing this for sure as it goes. And then I sing Under the Sea. And then, okay. Okay. Let the record show I would have won this game, 100%. Let the record show I would have won that game. Okay, okay. Sorry if you kicked in a bit. I was a little bit focused in. Alright. Let me just confirm what I'm playing first against. We're playing against Servers. I don't know how to pronounce that. He is on red green. Oh, and he's tied twice. I have a feeling this is hyper aggro. Okay. Funny enough, I did actually face red green in Chicago. I won. Okay. Okay. I don't know what the hell to do against red green specifically. I guess I'll keep Ann Ursula. Toss, toss, toss. And then just try to find my actual draw power. That seems fine. I'm not intended to keep Dad Blast, but I don't know if it's good enough. Okay, found John, so that helps a lot for sure. I'll ink a Cricky here, because he's a little slow, and I'm probably playing this on 5. Yep, it's aggro, alright. I actually ran a deck again. I ran up against a deck very much like this. Okay, he has like nothing that I can like bare necessities away, unfortunately. But he does have aggro. That is definitely true. That's going to be rough. I'm tempted to keep this, but I don't know if that's correct. I think I'll like run these and just keep it as an option. Okay. I've got an Eric too. This could be difficult, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to swing into this because I can't really risk doing otherwise, most likely. On the bright side, he really doesn't have any direction for John. Oh, my final place in Chicago was like, I think 22nd or something like that. Yeah, I probably should have kept for his duration, admittedly. That probably would have been a bit better, but oh well. That's not bad. Actually really like that draw. Okay, we know he doesn't have anything in his hand, so this is not going to do anything, so we can ink that. I may just play, play Ariel or try to find a song we can work with. It could set up for an Under the Sea, which is very big, because he currently does not have an answer to that. If I find it. I'm not discarding next turn anyway, most likely. Yeah, we'll do this. Well, it's on Under the Sea, but it is pretty good. I think we do kill this because it's aggro. Ditch this. We'll quest here, because I think that should be... He doesn't have a Goofy coming out yet. That'll be next turn. So now we can go John into sing this, draw one, whatever he plays, and then actually be in a pretty good position relatively. Yeah, this is a very solid position to be in. That's good ink. Ooh, I like that. I like it a lot. I know he has Goofy that comes in here, but it's kind of okay. We just want to put down his resources as much as we can. Damn. Love it. I might as well cross off this, because you'll probably want to swing his Goofy into one of these instead. Probably the aerial, most likely. We're going to go hard for Muses going second, I think, if we can actually pull this game out anyway. So here comes Goofy to be very annoying. Oh no, he's going for... Oh my gosh, he's crazy. Oh wow, the game is over. Oh! Okay. Huh. Okay, how can we do this? We ink, we play this, and he probably doesn't have a song, and then we wipe out his board. That seems pretty good to me. I don't know about you guys. That seems pretty good to me. It's very tempting to do that instead, but... And then I could also bounce, draw, find an inkable, ink, but... It's a little... I don't like that line. He almost really doesn't have a non-character as far as I can tell, so I think this is fine. I was sure he was going to go Goofy. Yep, got them both. That's what we like to see. That's the power of Lucifer, friends. That is the power of Satan, as they say. And that is how the deck works when it all goes well. They have absolutely nothing on turn 4. All right. Should be hop, skip, and a jump away now. Oh, do I do that? No, I don't actually like that line, because I'd rather save this in case I need to deal with something. Like, a Maui comes down, for instance, and it's, like, marginally annoying. So I don't see the need to, like, do anything but this, basically. Yeah, there's no board wipe coming down here. It's over. Let's check chat. I'm not going to sing that again, as funny as it might be. It feels really good when you just pull off the overwhelming victory. Alright, so I got game 1. Let's see if I can pull this off. I gotta go second against Hyper Aggro, so I'm gonna be looking hard for control cards. If I tie 3 times, I don't know if I bother staying. I think you could still top if you won 2 in a row, but it's not great. Does he even play Ursula 2? I didn't see it, and it seems slow. Okay, this is promising. Fairly promising, anyway. I think I will keep it under C here. I didn't see Ursula 2, and it seems like he wants to play more aggressive options than Ursula 2. So I'm going to hope he doesn't play it. Bear seems useless in this particular matchup based on what I saw there. And the only question is, do I keep the apple or not? It's pretty good, but he's got Tinks is the thing that makes me think I need to focus more on finding different cards. He does have Tinks, and Diablos, and even Pegasus. So Diablo seems very iffy. I think I'd rather kind of find, I need to find a curve. Set up for under the C. Okay. That works well enough, I suppose, although I would have really liked a 1-drop here. If I saw a 1-drop card here, that would have gone hard. Flynn's scary. At least it's not Merfolk. Okay, I probably don't need 2 Muses, and I kind of want to keep Kaida as an option in case of, like... Although he didn't really have anything that large attack, come to think of it. Still, I don't think 2 Muses are likely to see play, so we'll just hold it there. The only scariest thing is if I really don't want to see Diablo right now because I don't really have any good, like, fat... Oh. Well, that's really bad. I'm thinking about inking Kaida. I'm just like, what did he have that was more than 2 attack? I assume there's possibly Maui. I guess Pegasus Shift would be very annoying otherwise, so I probably will just keep 1. I can always bounce back to Serial if I need it. Let's see how we're looking. Okay, Flynn, Tank, Eric, gotcha. So we just gotta resolve Under the Sea and try to win. Hopefully we can do that before we get quested out. The problem is, with no one drop, I couldn't set it up for turn 4, so it comes down on turn 5 instead. I definitely have to swing into this Simba. There's nothing I can't avoid that. Okay, that's a fair. Yeah, I had to swing into Simba, which is it's iffy because I kind of depend on Ursula for the singer, but he's probably not going to bother dealing with it. So I kill this 100% of the time. I will ink this because it's useless. And then I set up the aerial here. Maybe find a Bruno? No such luck. Okay. Alright, so I guess I have to survive a couple more turns here, get Muses down, and then wipe out his board. Hopefully Ursula doesn't die here. I didn't see a Goofy, I don't think. So in theory it doesn't die, because then he's like... Okay, Eric's fine-ish. I'm not tempted to swing into Rider, but I don't think that's correct most of the time. Ooh. I'm gonna ink something. Yeah, he didn't have anything that, like, gets hit by Kaida, so I think we can safely get rid of this. Play out the Muses. He gets to 13 lore next turn, which is scary, which makes me want to swing, but it is not correct to swing here. I guess gotta accept it. Hope he doesn't find Pegasus Shift, because that would end me. And then call it from there. We have 2 Under the Seas too, so we can actually wipe out his board very well. So we just call it. Then we ink and play the kitty. Oh, that's so bad for me. That's so bad for me. Okay, I'm going to have to swing this turn, I think. That's so rough. I have to ink. Actually, wait. We gotta think this through carefully. I can bounce back his Eric and also swing so that... Yeah, no, paint's actually very solid here. Bounce back the Eric, kill the Eric so I'm not, like, dying imminently. And hopefully ink and play John. That seems pretty good to me. It's still rough, but it's the best I can do here. Okay, that's good. Get rid of you. Ink you. Play you. Swing and get rid of it under the sea. Yeah, that's the play. I'm tempted to not tap just to play around Goofy. Because if he goes Goofy in, then I kind of just die. And I don't think 1 lore is going to make the big... It could make a difference, but it's unlikely to. Like, what's he likely to play next turn? If he has Goofy, he'll do it, and then I can't sing under the sea. I think it's correct not to tap. It's very marginal, and I might be wrong, but I'm going to play it a little bit safer here, because I have a very good line next turn. Okay. That's fine. I want to see him ink here. Okay, that's good for us. That's very good for us. Unless, oh, now he's going to play another card. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We may only get 1 draw, but we're perfectly okay with that. So I'll take the draw now and then wipe out his board. I don't think there's any benefit to bouncing something here. Anything he plays at the top will just be played, so there's no point. I'll keep Bear so I can just bounce something. That's going to be the dream here. Just finding songs at the top that let me bounce his cards. Like, I mean, I guess that works. Yeah. I could, like, save this and then bounce instead and just tap and then wait for something bigger. I don't hate that line in theory. Yeah, I actually like that line a lot. I think it makes sense. And then develop Kaida, just start questing, and then sing this, bounce, and then call it a day. That's much better. We'll develop Kaida, I guess we can start questing, and then do so. The next turn, he hopefully plays two things. We kill one with this, bounce the other, and we're in a pretty good position. Pretty good, pretty good. Ooh, also pretty good. Alright, well, let's blast this. And it's a song, and that's also good. There's no reason to bounce. We'll just discard that this way. Muses just go so hard in this kind of a scenario. And then tap, tap. We've got this pretty well locked up. A little bit scary there for a moment, but not too bad. This deck can get like very much modal into like aggressive discard power, and then also into like board control. Oh, if that came down sooner, that would have been a problem. Unless I didn't have Bruno. Bruno at least is an out to that particular card. And we got it, 2-0. Good stuff. Sorry, wasn't kicking cat there for a moment. Okay. That was a little bit tricky, but not too bad. Red green aggro. I mean, aggro decks are always a little bit scary. Alright, so we have 22 minutes on the round timer. That may or may not change. I'm gonna take like a 5-minute break, and then we'll be back. So thank you all for going into the stream. Really appreciate the support and the chat. And yeah, I'll be back in like 5-10 minutes for the next round. Let's say 5 minutes, I'll be back to chatting. Hello! Thank you so much for the raid. I was just grabbing a drink, and then I caught on my computer and saw it. Thank you so much for the raid, Sky and everybody. So we are here. I am Pandemonium Heart. Go so quickly. I Top-32 the Chicago with EMRALD, and now we are taking it for a spin in the Manticore Tourney. We are currently 1-0 and 2. We just had a 2-0 versus Red Green of all things. and we are waiting for round 4, which will probably still be a while yet. So thank you all very much for coming. I'll demonstrate to you the power of this deck. We'll go into ranked, why not? We have enough time for it. And it is just such a fun deck in general. I've had a blast playing this deck, and it's done extremely well for me, of course. Let's see if we can have this pop up, hopefully, before long. If y'all have any questions about the deck, let me know in chat. I'm happy to field inquiries. Okay, blue steel. That's a fairly good matchup for us. And let's see. Okay, we have John, so we're already off to a good start. And Diablo. Ooh, we like that. Okay, so we toss these two. I tend to keep, I'm almost going to keep double John, but I'll keep a Diablo instead and try and hopefully find a 2-drop. Oh, we found the shift line. Okay, that's pretty good. I think we'll ink this here because it's very far away off. Let's see what his hand's like. Okay, this hand has no outs to the shift line, so we will take advantage of that. But a shit ton of those, so I'm probably going to still play Bare Necessities next turn because he's going to have like 3 draws to find an answer. And we'll shift using the Under the Sea here. So a big reason why I find success with this deck, I think, is just the power of Shift Diablo, which is ridiculous, in combination with Bare Necessities to protect it no matter what. So here, I think, I don't really want to play this 1-drop, honestly. It's not really worth it. So we're just going to do this and cast Bare Necessities. Yikes. Okay. Well, that kind of changes things slightly. It's still a ways away till I can play that card. I'm almost going to get rid of one of his spears, but I'd rather get rid of the removal, especially since I have an aerial as well. We are still going to shift here because it punishes him for doing the popsicle thing. And I just hope he doesn't top deck like a Baboom or something. And then if he draws, I draw too. Then hopefully from here we can just get Gron rolling. He's still a couple turns away from doing that Zeus in hand. I think that was top deck to me, if I saw that correctly. So he was going to play Smee, not draw, because he doesn't want to draw now. We'll keep the Kaido over the Diablo, because we don't really need another one of those. We'll tap here. I'm tempted to develop John, but I think Aerial is slightly better. Dig for discard. It makes sense to me. Or whiff. Or we could guess whiff. That makes me sad. Okay. Maybe I do need to want to song. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. We need, maybe I should bump up the song count in this deck. Actually, this is not a very good draw right now. We only have one more turn until Zeus comes down. I was really hoping to find an answer there. So he has a world still. Oh, is he going to drop this popsicle? He is. I'll gladly take that. Thank you. Stop giving me 1-drops. Oh my gosh. That's so not good enough. So this should die on this turn probably, but at least he can't world me at that point. I could also play this. I don't know that that's correct though. I don't think it is. I think we just hold it for ink. Okay, that's not a terrible draw, but I'm really looking for my discard cards. Unfortunately, Lucifer went to the bottom of the deck. At least one of them did. So he should be playing Zeus this turn, probably. Yeah. And then one of his last cards is a world, and the other one is I don't know. Well, I guess I know what it was. I imagine he kept world. That's pretty good, though. That's pretty good. The question is, do I... Yeah, no. Because if I... If I sing and happen to find the Dad Blast or the Lucifer, it's very good for me. Because then I can get rid of his last card in hand. I think that's probably better than getting an extra draw right now. Because he just wheels me anyway. So I want to dig for one of those two cards instead. Is there anything else I could find out to be relevant? I guess I could potentially find Bruno. I've only seen one of those, I think. Or Paint, which could be relevant too. I think Singing is the best here, though. Because I'm fully expecting he kept World with his hand. That's kind of what I'm banking on. Well, I mean, I guess that works. Bye. Draw 2. Yeah, that's pretty good. That seems pretty good to me. I'm tempted to just tap this. Because, like, he wants to swing here, probably. If he swings here, I'm kind of okay with it. Yeah, I think that's probably correct most of the time. That's the kind of thing you can do with this deck, though, is you discard, and you draw, and you find more discard to just wreck them. That really was disgusting, Pixelborn hands. Pixelborn Peppa hands. Thank you for the comment, by the way. Okay, he's healing, so now this is harder to deal with, of course. Of course, I've got outs to it. Oh, he's thinking, okay, so this is not going to be a factor then. That's an interesting draw. I'm very tempted to try to develop Diablo. I've seen one sword so far, but this trade's solid. And it develops a pretty good threat, I suppose. Yeah, that's probably better overall. Wait. That was a mistake. I missed the line. Okay. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. This is still fine. It's okay. What I could have done was play Paint, reduce both, sing Under the Sea, and then develop the Diablo. That would have been a much better line. But it's okay. We can potentially do that next turn if needed. I'm not overly inclined to tap these. I'll ink this because I shouldn't really need it and it's unlikely to resolve. Maybe that's greedy, but I think that's correct. And I won't tap these. Not yet. Alright, so this is going to get Under the Sea 100%. I maybe should kept Bear for this exact top deck. Although it's unfortunate that was his top deck as it goes. I mean, on the bright side, by not underseeing last turn, we played around a Flavor Sham top deck. That was the play. That we were thinking one step ahead. He's really singing on this one. The scariest thing is if you find swords, I'm very, very cooked. That's the only thing I'm worried about right now. I'm really hoping to find like another check card. Or that he just plays both cards. That'd be nice. We can deal with that. Hey, absolutely thinking one step ahead. Thank you for the luck, Pixelborn, Pepe. Okay, he did go to both cards. We love to see it. Alright, so now we just get rid of this board. I could sing with this and develop these two. I don't know if that's strictly better. I think I will sing with it though, just in case I find something else I want to play. I mean, that's not bad. Put both these into the drink. Okay, we're definitely playing this. How badly do I feel like losing to swords? Swords isn't real, my friends. Swords. It's not real. Play to win instead of not to lose. See, swords isn't real. I told you guys. It's not real. Tappa, tappa, tappa. And that's why the deck is good into blue steel, because you can hopefully just wipe out their hand and then call it a day. And hey, we got to climb very slightly. Although, because I went away for Chicago, I fell way off the pace as far as trying to keep in the top 25 on the single rank ladder. C'est la vie. Exactly. If sword isn't real, it can't hurt me. Okay. How do in the round time? Let me just check. Okay, there's probably not time left in the round for me to do another game. But that was... I'll give you guys a look at the deck since I'm hoping some of you from Skystream, yeah, some of you guys are Skystream stayed over. Thank you so much for that, by the way. So this is basically the list I topped Chicago with. This list essentially aims to attack your opponent's hand very hard and then use a combination of Muses, Kaida, and Under the Sea to control and wipe the board eventually, and leaving your opponent hopefully with nothing to little to nothing compared to your overwhelming advantage. You just get so much advantage through Pinch John and constantly discarding. John is super hard to deal with, only board wipes get him. He doesn't have to tank Ether like Bucky does. And he does very well. The only difference that this list has from my Chicago top 32 list is we're testing Sir Hiss tonight in place of the 2-drop Flynn. And I don't have much impressions there yet, but in theory it has some good benefits as far as dealing with evasives, namely Diablo and other stuff, and being a safe singer. Let's go check out how the standings are going, actually. We'll switch up to that. Give me a sec here. Okay, so there's my match win. We'll go over to the standings. Raze is doing quite well, as is an Amber Steel player. For those who didn't see earlier, we've got a lot of Ruby Amethyst Knight and 4 Amber Emerald. At least 3 other people. I know Raze, I think, has been playing the deck for a little while. I believe 2 other people are hopping on the train tonight, which I just love to see personally. I encourage y'all to give this a shot. It's a lot of fun, and it's actually very good, honestly. It's only so-so matchup is Green Steel, where I think Green Steel is somewhat favored. But it's still a very winnable matchup. It's not like ridiculously bad. And then you have good matchups into the blue lists and red Amethyst as well, I believe. That being said, if we become more of a metagame force, we may get teched against more, which would be interesting to see. I'm kind of worried about that with this deck, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. And I at least don't have any huge tournaments until I'll be doing set camps, of course. I'm not planning for Texas right now, but Toronto is my home city, or close enough to it, so we'll definitely be trying to go for that, which will be in this format, but the very end of it, so I don't know how that might go. Or if I'll play this or not. We'll see. I mean, I feel like it's a known quantity for me at this point, so I don't know if I want to play this exact deck, but we'll find out. Well, there's a long way off, so we don't have to worry about it anytime soon. I don't know, Braden. I'm not the biggest streamer. I did it tonight just because I had some time, and I want to actually like produce some kind of demonstration of the deck after my big run. But I don't know if I'd be into webcam streaming, honestly. But I'm still kind of holding out hope that there is a real success. I guess I could stream tabletop. I would do that maybe. Over a tabletop simulator, I mean, over doing webcam. I don't hate webcam. I know a lot of people have been like very unhappy with or skeptical of webcam games rather. I think webcam is fine. I think webcam tournaments are fine, but for casual play, I'm not sure if I would want to do that. Like, it's iffy. But I've played webcam myself before in Yu-Gi-Oh! I actually got first at a remote duel Yu-Gi-Oh! Regional, about 68 players, on December 31st of last year, which was a lot of fun. Webcam games are fine. You can definitely make those tournaments work, but I still prefer some kind of simulation, manual or otherwise, so I would probably do tabletop over webcam most of the time. And I'm hopeful still that something else will come up to succeed Pixelborn. Well, I know Pavel's doing a webcam ELO system thing, which I appreciate. That's awesome of him to do. But I am hoping that somebody else can put together a simulator. I mean, I think you're good to play it at set camps, Raze, honestly. Oh, you mean Pixelborn, or what do you mean hold off for? You mean like Pixelborn's dead on Sunday, I think. Like that's not changing. It is set in stone that it's June 16th is the last day, if not sooner. Yeah, I mean, I like tabletop. They're good mods for it. I wasn't overly well. I guess I don't want to judge because like at a glance, I didn't love how the tabletop version of Lorcana looked when it was still being played a little bit in the very early days of the game. But maybe it's gotten better. I don't know. I don't love it though. I agree with you there. I'm really kind of hoping for something like Dueling Book, and I don't love Dueling Book. For those who don't know, is Yu-Gi-Oh's manual simulator, which is browser based and has lasted for like over a decade in one form or another. And a lot of people play it. It's manual though. But like something like that seems like it could work very well. Like compared to Yu-Gi-Oh, Lorcana is way less complicated. And so just like moving cards around in something that's mostly manual, a little bit automated, not like Pixelborn, no, you still have to like, you do the rulings and stuff yourself and all that kind of thing, but you can just like play cards and you got nice tools to deal stuff. I'm hoping for something like that for Lorcana, where you can just have a nice interface that looks good and plays good enough although you don't have the nice automation that you might otherwise. I can live with that though. I think somebody will. The thing is, I wasn't around for a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh's history, but I've learned it since I played Yu-Gi-Oh quite a bit over the years. So Konami really went hard on Yu-Gi-Oh simulators for a while. Because of the same reason, like copyright, you're infringing, we're cease and desist, etc., etc., etc. But what would happen is that something new would always come along, and that's happened multiple times throughout the years. You had more auto sims come along. You had Dueling Network become Dueling Book. They're basically the same thing but different names. Like what tends to happen is a game of whack-a-mole, where new simulators come up because like there's a demand for it and people want to do it, and people who are not passive probably will do it, and then they'll just find some way to technically or not be like legal or illegal, like, and then wait, and if they get a cease and desist, stop. Otherwise you keep going. It's kind of like an open secret sort of thing in Yu-Gi-Oh! Konami basically like stopped eventually trying to bother with simulators and legals. They just like, whatever. We're not gonna, as far as I know, they have not bothered going after them for a few years now. I don't know if Disney would ever like stop going after them, but I feel like you will have these things come up at some point, and how down low they end up being will kind of gauge how long they can last. I mean, I'm not an expert on the legalities of this. I know Pixelborn had some, like, I feel like I heard that Pixelborn had some technical legal safeguards because the images were, like, not actually on the server side, and that's why that was the case. But I don't know if that really covers you legally or not, or, I mean, that wouldn't be worth testing in a court of law, but it makes it so maybe you don't get, like, immediately sued, per se. But I know, don't call me that, I'm not a lawyer, I'm guessing by going here. But basically, based on the history of Yu-Gi-Oh, what should likely happen is you have a replacement come along, damn the consequences, because people know there's an audience for it, and then you will have, and it will go for as long as it can, and if Disney comes out on that too, then something else will come along, and you'll just kind of swap through simulators over the years. Whatever comes up next is not going to be as good as Pixelborn, almost assuredly, but it will be hopefully good enough that we can still have online content and such. Although if you have things like, I respect everything Thea has done, and I've loved her tournaments, but that puts a huge red flag for Disney having, because in like the Yu-Gi-Oh world, I don't believe you have tournaments that big online. It's very interesting. Like there's no 10K dueling book tournament that I've ever heard of. So it's been awesome that Thea's given that for Lorcana, genuinely. But you do think I have some cash tournaments in Yu-Gi-Oh! On like the online platforms. They're just not as big or as well publicized as Sia's have been, where Sia has been a huge centralizing force in the Lorcana community and tournament scene. Round 3 just ended, so round 4 should be soon here, so it shouldn't be too long. Pixelborn was truly incredible. Like, it's ridiculous how good of a fan simulator Pixelborn is. Like, and we're going to be in for a very rude awakening on that front. Like, it's like, you don't know what you got till it's gone. But like Pixelborn is like so amazing compared to likes of like Yu-Gi-Oh has auto simulators as well, and they're not bad. You have like YQO Omega, YQO Pro is what they're called, but none have been nearly as good as what Pixelborn has been. Like with the whole ladder systems that have been very good, and guess how tight it all is, guess how fast it's been to update. It's been truly incredible, and has really helped further the game of Lorcana, even though Disney and Ravensburg can never publicly admit that, as it goes, for legal reasons, not necessarily because they don't want to. At least I don't. Yeah. And Pavel's going to be electing forever for it, honestly. What a guy. What a guy. Okay, round 4 is up, so we're going to get over into the game. Let me just get my screen back there, actually. I'm still just hovering on this. Where? Hang on. I'm bugging out a bit here. What just happened? That's not it. Ah, no, hang on. Come on. No, that's not right. Why can't I change my scene here? Ah, shoot. Come on. I just decided to remove my option. Uh-oh, hang on. Okay. Let me actually get into my game here for a moment, and then I'll try and fix this. Okay, so I'm facing DreamX. DreamX is a red amethyst player, that's fine. Check in. Okay, pan GRE. Hopefully I can fix this slight technical issue we are having. I'm hoping before the game begins. But first I'm going to try to lock myself into the game itself. I got too wrapped up in talking Pixelborn. Okay, so for some reason I can't get my window changed here on the stream like I really want to. I don't know why that is. Add scene, okay. Does that work? Is that working for I can't, damn it. Why isn't it letting me give the capture option? Shoot. Okay, I did something bad here. I am very sorry for that. I am not the most experienced in this regard. Okay, say whatever. Okay, there we go, Hang on, I got it. I think I got it. Okay, I see what I did wrong there. Switch to Pixelborn, done. Okay, there we go. We're good to go. All good. Okay, so we're up against red purple. That's a decent matchup for us. This, however, is not the most decent of hands. It's tempting to keep Ariel, but I like going for a winning card, and Ariel is good, but not good enough. We're looking for a real 3-gap. We have 12 3-gaps, so we're likely to find one. Unless we don't. C'est la vie. Oh, this is rough. Okay, this is very rough. Probably ink the Diablo here. I'd rather have a goon. Well, do I really want a goons right now? I don't necessarily need one, and if I find Diablo, I can shift it. So that's probably slightly better. Yeah. It's close. Okay, we've got Brawl, we've got Castle, we've got Flynn, which is a little bit of an issue, but we can kind of deal with that. The good news is that through his can't be Brawl, so that helps a bit. We really need to find a 3-gap though. Like with, I mulligan Ariel away there, which is what I usually prefer to do in most matchups, in hopes of, you know, running 4 Diablo, 4 John, for aerial technically. So drawing 5 cards, we're more likely to hit, one of the other 2 that we really want to see, which is Diablo or John, which are more important in aerial a lot of time, especially in a matchup like this one. But unfortunately, in those 12 cards, we did not see either John or Diablo, unfortunately, but hopefully we can find at least one 3-drop that works for us. It's a little greedy, but I think it's probably worth it while enough. We know Castle is coming, and we know we can have targets for bare necessities. I'm not intended to swing here, honestly. It's probably better. So I will ink this, and play this for Hiss, of course. And if no guaranteed 3, I am just going to take the draw here. I'm comfortable with that. Next turn, we probably just have to play bare necessities and send that Castle and call it a day. Or maybe Brawl, but Castle, actually maybe, I don't know. Like, the good thing is we can actually deal very well with Castle, relatively speaking, so Brawl might be a better target. But I really need to see my draw engine. Yeah, this is very, very iffy. I went second this game, so I'll at least go first next game, but it's not looking great. But this interaction, like, this is the first day I'm testing for Hiss, and this is pretty good. That is so not what we wanted right now. Okay, we are going to ink Cricket here, and then probably take care of his Castle as the play. Yeah, because Brawl can't really do that much to us, but Castle, if we don't have Cricket, can. Because, like, Brawl's not going to have a target till turn 5, and it'll just be, like, Lucifer, which isn't the most ideal thing. So he's going to develop a Sisu here. We know we have a Sisu. Brawl as his last 2 cards in hand. I maybe should have traded. Okay, he's tapping, which makes things interesting. Okay, well, this doesn't do anything, so we know we're playing this. I can't get Under the Sea down next turn anyway, so I actually think it is correct to trade most of the time. Because that's 3 lore I'm denying by doing so. Yeah, it is correct. And I can't, no, this is fine. I need to slow him down a bit. Yeah, this is kind of an issue with the deck that usually doesn't come up, but it can. You really need to see either Diablo or John to get draw rolling, or maybe Aerial Muses, or you kind of get screwed over. But I really want to see John or Diablo most of the time. Now the good news is Lucifer comes down and is pretty good, in theory, because, he has just Brawl, Sisu, and then nothing. So yeah, he inks. Now he's top decking. Oh boy. That is an interesting top deck. This board is very hard for us to deal with. Yeah. So I could ink play Lucifer, discard the last card in hand, and then basically have no significant outs to this board state. Or I play that and try to bounce and find answers. At least that's good ink. That's good ink, at least. And I think here, is there, next turn, oh, it's gonna happen to me again. Okay, next turn I ink, I play Lucifer, and they're down to, oh my gosh, it's gonna happen to me again. I ink, I play Lucifer, I have 2 cards left in hand, Lucifer and Under the Sea. Yeah, no, I'm gonna get screwed. I'm gonna get screwed by this interaction again. Okay, so I don't think there's much use in swinging to deny 1 lore, in theory. So I think I guess hold and try to swing next turn when I might be able to get a favorable trade, although it's a little rough. So, for those who weren't here for it, I lost a game earlier to Red Purple because Pixelborn is bugged. Under the Sea, when it's played, does not count as being in hand. So if you play Under the Sea and get that, that's a good top deck. That's a very good top deck. That must be a prep in hand, but he's not going to play it. I could double swing, take out the 2 Sisus, or I could ink play. Yeah, I can't wipe out his board. So I ink, play, I have 2 cards in hand, there's 3 attack, and then it doesn't matter. I guess lose. I feel like I have a bad feeling that that is exactly B prep, but that's kind of okay for us. It's not ideal. He's at the 4 attack, so it doesn't really help me in that specific way. But this is good enough. I think it's not ideal. It's not ideal. What's ideal is play, ink, sing. In paper, I could play, ink, sing, wipe out his board. In paper, I can do that. In Pixelborn, I can't, because it doesn't track that Undersea is not in hand when you play it. It's extremely frustrating. So yeah, I've got to do it this way instead. Oh, that's so disappointing, because it's so much worse. If I had paint, I could get through that way, but... And I gotta kill it, so yeah, it has to be this way. I might go a halfway option, though, here. So that, swing here. No, then he gets a good trade on the other side. I think this is correct. I really hate that, though. Yeah, I'm Chad. I feel you there. It's so frustrating. What the hell does he have? I mean, I'll try and take it away, I guess. Yeah. I'm tempted to develop this, but that's wrong. I guess do this and transfer the game back. So I have a feeling one of the cards is B-Prep, and that's probably what's going to get discarded here. I guess I don't know what the other card is. A Thief. Huh. He probably B-Preps me here in the next turn. I'm just going to tap, because I need to start kicking up on the lore, and it's more lore, so yeah. With any luck, he doesn't play it, or he finds another uninkable or something. What is going on? Okay. I mean, yeah, I guess. I guess I should have played John, but I don't know. What the heck is he finding? Okay, there's a B-Prep. I think I tap here. I could sing and kill it, but that's pointless. I think it is correct to just tap. If he B-Preps, we're kind of okay with it. Well, we're not really okay with it. I don't want that to happen, but... We're getting close to starting a lethal. Okay, now he's trading, which implies that's he either doesn't have B-Prep or he doesn't have access to it. It could be Medusa. No, Tremaine. Okay, okay. Okay. That's a little bit unfortunate, but that's fine. We get rid of this. That has to be B-Prep off the top. I feel very confident in that. I'm just hoping to find an answer to it. That's my read. My read is that it's B-Prep. In any case, like I could get, yeah, no, this is still fine. This is the play. This is the play. I'm good at this game. You see, I'm very good at this game. He can't swing there immediately, so we do tap this and call it a day. Okay, dead draw. That's what we need to see. Okay, then we can wipe out his board. Right? Is that the play? I can double tap here. That doesn't get me far enough. I can swing. That doesn't do anything. No, it's caught under the sea. No, because I could go for the win by tapping and under. The other line, I guess, is just tap under the sea. That gets me to 17 lore, and he can't swing. 17, 18. But I'm dead to goat at that point, or quite a lot of top decks. That could go bad for me. I don't like that line. No, this is a better line. Okay. From this position, I'm in a very good spot. And I've seen 2 B preps already. So, and he can't get to big Sisu if he plays that card. That's a pretty good top deck though, but it's not a high lore top deck, so that's not too bad. We tap with both of these for sure, and then develop Diablo. Whoa, thank you very much for the raid. I appreciate it. Much obliged to the Sapphire. We're just in the middle of a tournament game, and we have to think through it very carefully. All right, we're playing EMRALD, and we're gonna win with it. Quite simply, we're quite simply gonna win with it. Okay. The play here is play Lucifer, and then hope that he does not find an out. That's definitely the line in this scenario. Because he can only swing and kill this, and then hopefully these both live. As long as he doesn't have a removal here, we're good. And even if he does have some removal, we might be able to play through it. Damn, this has been so close. Got it! Okay, whew. That got scary. That actually got scary. Thank you so much, Total Southfire, for the raid and joining us. We appreciate it. Alright, we got game on. I did go. I went second that time, right? I think I did, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I am going first this game. Okay, that's good. We're very favored going first, generally speaking. I mean, like, it's weird. I found it in this matchup, the splits I've gotten have been like, I don't lose going first ever, but I do lose sometimes going second. Okay, so we're good to go. We got the game name, and then we are going to try and get the 2-0. Thank goodness we didn't lose to that dang Sisu interaction. Okay, then this is a much better looking hand, even in the last game. I want to find discards. On the uses is solid. I'm not intended to keep Lucifer. I am not untempted. But that is pretty greedy, and we could find Diablos instead. Yeah. Or just Data Blast, other stuff. It's probably too weird to keep Lucifer, as something as it is. We'll just go 1, 2, 3. Find some, hopefully, good cards. That's a good card. Okay, well, I'm glad I didn't keep Lucifer, I guess? I don't know. This is actually Crookie Inking. Crookie is generally very good in this particular matchup. So is Kaida, though. I think Crookie is more generally useful. It's close, it's close. Because, like, I want an answer to location as a thing. I don't currently have it. Okay, we've got Brawl, we've got B-Prep. At least we get to kill the B-Prep. That's really nice for us. We don't have an out to Brawl right now, but I may consider shifting if I see an option to. Just so we can get a couple of draws up before Brawl comes down, and it's a very slow kind of game for him. There's the option. We do have the option to do it. I will ink the Cricket. Get rid of the B-Prep. Okay, he's got Flynn, he's got Sisu, he's got Brawl. Yeah, I think shifting, it's risky, but I get a guaranteed 2 draws, and we could potentially find an out. But it also slows him down a lot for our Johns to hopefully get rolling, so I'm going to do it. This is only really doable on the play. On the draw, you never do this, basically, but it's actually worthwhile enough here. There is pretty good, actually. Actually, yeah, we're probably playing Ariel next turn with that kind of a draw. Assuming we have find Inkable here, to try and find that Bare Necessities if we're lucky. That's my only other Cricky, but, I mean, we gotta... And then we dig. That's rough. That's rough. Okay. I'm just going to tap this because if he wants to, like, fox it, I am very happy. Well, under the sea is okay, at least. We don't mind seeing that. Although, we really want to see our discard cards. This also made sure that his Flynn isn't getting any value, at least for a couple turns. Tapping with... Oh, sure. Now I get it. Huh. Okay. How likely is he to have found another card? I didn't see anything. What's he even playing next turn? He had Sisu, he had Fox, he had Tremaine. Tremaine's in there. Like, I'm definitely inclined to kill it, because I don't think there's any harm in that. I'm just debating, like, do I gamble to try to find the draw with the bare necessities or not? I think I don't. I think I hold and wait for him to draw a bit more and hopefully find something I can definitely snipe. We'll tap this trade here. I think that's fine, right? Because, like, I think you go Fox swing, which would be annoying, but not that annoying. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. And you're trying to high roll off the Johns instead, which is another reason why I'm okay with waiting. Although it's a little bit iffy. I'm like hoping he goes like Rabbit and then I could try to see if I can find the bare necessities target. I could scout first, but that just doesn't really work as well. So we're going to try to go for it. Please? Fuck. That was a bit of a gamble, I know. A bit of a gamble, but we had to go for it. But, I mean, there was no way. I guess I could have gone for the Ursula, would have been a lot safer in hindsight. So here he goes Fox, he bounces, he draws. I can maybe hopefully find a song off Ursula, but that's a lot less likely. Yeah, this is actually looking very iffy at this point, unless I find a song here. I mean, I'm playing out Ursula regardless, I think. There's no reason not to. And now he found the brawl. Okay, so he's got Maui coming down next turn, along with potentially Tremaine. I'm going to ink this because it didn't do enough. And I think I do actually trade here. I really need to find a discard of some kind. He clearly doesn't have an out to this board state. I'm not tapping this because of Maui. But I desperately need a discard. I've just not seen any generic discard that's good enough, unfortunately. Maybe I should have kept out Lucifer, I guess. Lucifer would have gone very hard, but hindsight's 2020. If I see Dad Blast, I'm right back in it. This is very bad for me, though. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. These draws have been so not good enough, and unfortunate. I guess I should have waited on the bare necessities. It was a bit of a calculated risk. Like if I play John now, I like have nothing. If he like beat preps me, and there's actually a very good shot, as frustrating as it is now. I mean, I guess I discarded 1, so it may not be that likely if he's on like 3, which is most likely. Okay, let's walk through it. If he beat preps me, do I have a hope for recovering? No, I have no hope for recovery if he beat preps me. Like even if I guess don't play anything on this turn. He inks, he beat preps me, he has everything. Like I can play like John and what? What could I possibly top deck on the next turn? I guess some other stuff, but he has like rabbits and stuff. So the correct play has to be the riskier line at this point. We have fallen so far behind that we have to go for the riskier line, I think. It's not ideal, but it is probably correct. I mean, yeah, because I'm already losing to beat prep, so there's no point in playing around it. It is what it is. Because like the other aspect is like if my board is wiped, there's no hope that Under the Sea works. So he doesn't have B prep. That much is very obvious. We just really desperately need like any source of discard here. Like even Sudden Chill goes hard. He doesn't have B prep. I'm like actually tempted not to play this card right now. We didn't see it earlier. He just had Brawl. If he taught that B prep, he would have played it. If he had friends, he would have played it. I believe we saw Teef earlier, so he could have Teef. That's the one thing he could have instead. I guess cognizant of like top decking Lucifer, and like dying. But if I ain't like, I'm not that lucky to see Lucifer like on the balance, and this is a potential discard source, so I think I have to try to go for it here. Nope. Damn. 2 rabbits, Mim, Maui, Tremaine. It's just been a lot of misfortune as far as when my discards line up with his cards. Yeah, like, you know. Jeez. I just need any discard. Punished. I should have kept the Ursula. I am being very punished here. I could sing Under the Sea here to deal with a lot of his board. I could. It may be correct. He gets to 11, 12, 13, 14 lore next turn. So I think I... Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. I should not have used Ursula. That was incorrect. I actually do think that was probably a misplay all told. So I can ink... No, I'm not inking this card, obviously. I can sing Under the Sea, kill 3 things, deny him 5 lore. At that point, he swings, and he swings with Maui. I only have 1 John up, and then I don't get as much draw. Alternatively, I can wait till next turn and try to swing the game that way. And I think that probably has to be the play here. Yeah, that has to be the play. I don't have a choice. I mean, if he has beat prep, I lose. I know, but like, what else am I supposed to do? Yep. Oh no, Brawl. Okay. Oh, I don't know why he's going for Brawl here. That seems weird. I guess it's a Rabbit. Okay. Okay. I guess he need an Inkable. Okay. We may be able to swing this game, but this is very, very iffy. It's going to take a miracle or two. We'll give it our best shot. He gets to draw 2. Let's put these on the very bottom. The hand that we saw was not the most equipped to deal with this kind of a board. So it's not the end. And we have Aerial Muses, so if B-Prep comes down, it's a problem, of course, but we might have a line otherwise. Okay. Well, it's not B-Prep, so that's good. It is notably not B-Prep. It is still bad. Don't get me wrong. Wow, inking that. That's crazy. Guess Flea does not want to give me draw options. Oh, that's so bad for me. That's so rough. Okay, well, at least 1 gun gets to live, I guess. I could ink Takeda and play both of Ariel and Diablo, which is not bad, I think. And I think, like, at this point, that wasn't B-Prep. I think he probably would have played it, but that's not necessarily the case, I guess. Yeah, I gotta keep playing aggressively. Like, the other option is just play with Diablo. I kind of call it a day, but I don't think that's good enough. I guess don't. I think I need to play aggressively to catch up. Yeah, for sure. Okay, that's a card. That's a pretty good card. Under the Sea is also very good, but I think the sudden kill is more important. Then you can play like Muses next turn. Go from there and pray. We've seen a couple brawls, 3 brawls already, so he's unlucky to have a... I guess he probably has Medusa by now, but at least Medusa's slow, and we're giving him 2 targets for Medusa. That, however, is very bad for us. Extremely bad. And we've inked both crickets. So, like, that's just killer. Very killer. Extremely killer. Yeah, he plays Tremaine here. What do I do? Is it John? Okay, he's not moving into the castle. That's important. It's very important he's not moving into the castle. It might be John. Double swing, bounce, and then have it at the castle on the next turn. 3, 2, 4, 5. That is lethal on board, though. That is lethal. That's important to note. So I need to find immediate help. I think I'm cooked. I think it probably is John, just because I need trading right now. I don't know. I need trades. That's really not going to do it. No. Like, double swing or swing 2, 4. Like, I don't have an out here. Yeah, no, there's nothing I can do. Nothing I can do at that point, because I can't. Yeah, no, there's nothing. That really sucks. If I had inked that Ursula instead of trying to greed for it, I could have. Man, that's frustrating. Okay, that's fine. Thank you very much for the follow, Card Games Law, and for Austin's TK. Yeah, that boss at the top would have been crazy. Unfortunately, I couldn't find it there. I went for some risky plays, and I shouldn't have. But it was really tough because he was playing around my targeted discards, and like there wasn't a great opportunity for Ursula 2 or Bare Necessities to work throughout most of the entirety of that game. But I should have not played the Ursula when I did, because if I do that, I get the Bruno off sooner, and I should have factored that in. Bruno was a good top deck that I could get there. I draw 3, and I can maybe get rolling fast enough to address what he was doing. I think that was the only major misplay. Bare Necessity was when I played it was also a huge risk. Yeah. I shouldn't have been as greedy as I did. I was kind of greedy too hard with double Johns out, and it punished me. So I did deserve to lose that game, but I will say the draws were a little bit unfortunate. I would have much rather had like Diablo at some point there, or a generic discard. I maybe should have kept the loser from the mulligan, considering I had enough of a hand for it, but that's very greedy. But that maybe would have been correct there. Oh well. Okay, so right now we're 1-0-3. We'll switch on over to standings. Give me a sec here. So I believe we do still top if we win. We definitely top if we win, I think. And we will play it out for that reason. Yeah, I was 6. So I've got a good shot if I win the last round. Rays are doing very well as well. Love to see it. And Angel. Okay, we are actually doing very well overall on the Emerald Amber today. That's great to see. There's a ton of Emerald Amber and Tourney. There's 4 in total, the second most repped, which I love to see. That's awesome. Let's see. We are... wait, that's the whole round? Almost. There's one more round to go. So there's only people who won were the Rat, who jumps ahead of me, and Adonis, who jumps ahead of me. Okay. Everyone else seemed to have... No, there's actually quite a few 2-0s. Oh, that's very bad for me. I need more ties to have a good shot. Okay. It's not looking that promising for me, but we'll see. I might be up against Bobby next round by the looks of it, but I could also be up against Terrence. If I win, I should top. It's top 4 today, so I think I just have to win and in it. Which presents an interesting conundrum. An interesting conundrum. Don't you just love best of two, folks? Don't you just love best of two? Yeah, it's great to see how much some learners teachers for sure. Alright, I'm going to take a 5-minute break just to unwind a bit for the last round. But thank you all so much for joining me tonight. It's been a delight. I hope I've gotten to showcase the amazing things this deck is capable of. And hopefully we can come out with a top. But if not us, it looks like we have a good shot for somebody from the line to top tonight, which is awesome to see as well. So I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Stay tuned. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Hello, we're back. Just waiting, the round just wrapped up, so it shouldn't be very long until really one match ongoing still. Oh, and they just finished, I believe. They just finished 1-1. So next round should come up here. Here's what the standings look like right now. I was in 6th before this round gets tabulated. So I'm in striking distance. I don't think I can tie in, but I can win into the top 4. So we'll see how it goes. I know I'm capable of getting a 2-0 here, so we will see. However, this is one of those annoying best of two politics points where most likely whoever I face, it's kind of a situation of like, you gotta win or it doesn't matter. So like we could arguably make this a best of one situation because it's like, you can't tie, and playing at a best of three gets iffy for a lot of reasons. So I may end up asking my opponent for that if they're willing. Or, you could say something like, hey, if I lose, I'm going to concede so that because, tying doesn't do either of us any good, because I'm like that. And then you just like don't ask for anything in return, and you hope they do the same. And best of two is, I like that I can say this now because I've topped 32. Oh, Rays, you got this, Rays. Don't worry. You got this. You'll be fine. Get the split at least, and you'll be okay. I would suggest. I won him earlier tonight. It's absolutely doable. You can even beat him. Like I was not that far from beating him, perhaps. Well, actually, I won't say that because that's not really true. But you can do this. Believe in yourself. You got this, man. You got this. But I was just saying how best of two sucks. I have now top 32'd a huge major best of two tournament. It sucks. It needs to change. We need to go back to best of three or figure out something else. But the system as it stands is garbage. I respect trying to get rid of the die roll advantage. That's about the only benefit the system has at this point. I think it's just not good enough, and I will continue to bang that drum because it is just like the bubble mathness and the politics of like best of one versus best of three. If you're going to keep best of two, at least let people do best of threes without worrying about getting DQ'd. It's such a mess. It's such a mess, the system. I really don't like it. I don't know why the next round is taking so long to start. It should be going by now. Everyone's done. Yeah, I don't know. And the round timer did end, so I'm just typing on Discord about that. Let's get the defeat off the screen. Alright, we are looking at the standings right now. How does the rat always do it, man? He's so consistent. I'm envious, I'm not gonna lie. But if anybody has any questions about the deck or thoughts, feel free to leave it in chat. Happy to field any inquiries as far as how to play things out, but it's a lot of fun. I guess we'll switch over to the Pixelborn screen for that on that note. Let's do that before anything else goes awry. Alright, Pixelborn, done. I'm going to pull up the deck real quick. I don't feel comfortable starting another game because the next round could start any minute, and I don't want to have to like lose for it if I can help it. I got to keep my win rate up, But the deck, it's performed very well, and it hasn't been doing as hot tonight, but we lost at least one game due to that dang CSU interaction. So, that could have changed a lot potentially, actually, though. Like, actually it could have. Butterfly effect and all that. We almost lost 2 to that, even. Like, jeez. Oh, there we go. Okay, stand by for round 5 pairings. Still just waiting for it. His has been okay tonight, I think. He hasn't done anything spectacular, but I guess he wouldn't. Flynn doesn't do anything that spectacular either, because games in his deck just like don't tend to come out to like lore races that often. And like Flynn often dies before he quests a lot anyway. So he's so-so, whereas for his can trade better or deal with locations better potentially. Okay, the points I think have updated. They've updated now. So I'm in 8th place right now. I think. How does the system work? It's weird in this client. I don't think the point system is accurate to how it goes. Okay, so everyone's 202? Do I have that right? Okay. So if I win, I'm in a good position. Wait a minute. There's 4 people at 202. Oh, but there's a bunch of people at 211, so they can get leapfrogged, so they can't exactly, like, draw in. This is a very weird, sorry, I shouldn't do it without being on screen. Rather, I shouldn't look at... The rat wins way too much. Like, it's crazy. It really is crazy. I'm actually just happy I took a game on him this tournament. Like, that's satisfying. I can say that at least once I beat the rat. In fact, I do recall that, like, a lot of folks in my team, after they heard the rat won, it's like, they've been like, hey, I beat that guy before. That means I'm the best. Like, that's how you just win a game race, and you can say, hey, I beat the Lorcana Chicago champion. I'm a great player. You got this. Don't doubt yourself. Just find those aerial muses, you know? I don't know. I guess you probably wouldn't have been here when I played him. But we were talking about some tech options. You may not want to keep Bare Necessity in the mulligan. It's iffy. To dodge Ursula too. He has played me today, so he has some ideas for it. You probably don't keep Under the Sea in the mulligan unless you really want to cut a high roll him, which may be a fair enough way to do things. We definitely want Ursula too, of course, gets to deal with stuff, but it's mostly gets to find aerial muses and Under the Sea, usually. Maybe sometimes the Diablo shift fine. If you have the Diablo shift, you may keep your necessities, I think. It's fair enough. I'm glad there's no top cut tonight, though. That'd be ridiculous. Come on. Let's see those pairings. I would honestly love to face a mirror. I'm gonna bite my tongue right now before I finish that sentence. I could conceivably be facing a mirror match, or red purple. Those are the 2 most likely options, actually. It's either a mirror match or red purple for me. How do you even play this mirror? I think it just comes down to finding Under the Sea most of the time, right? Because, like, you die to Under the Sea, your move off, or muses as well. It's probably just, like, whoever finds their control tools, but even the discard stuff is pretty good. But, like, if you resolve Under the Sea and it's good enough, you just win. Like, this deck doesn't have good recovery from board wipes unless you have, like, unless you get, like, a sequence that draws a lot of cards. A Diablo is also going to be very good. Like, I can't remember. I don't think in all of my testing, no, you can see it on the screen. I have never played a mirror match with this deck, a true mirror match that I can remember. Maybe once or twice very early on, because I've been testing this since the start of set. Since the start of the set, basically, this was one of the first decks I tested. I can quote myself as saying, like, this is going to be a tier 1 or a tier 2 deck, which I said very early on. So if I do end up facing a mirror match, I'm actually saying that's going to be a very novel experience because I haven't done it yet. And it seems like it could be interesting, but it seems like it'd be very, very swingy. But it can't be worse than the green steel mirror, right? Like, it can't be worse than that. Like, I don't think I'm playing you, Rays, because you're ahead of me, but I think Angel... Actually, wait, did Angel win? Or did he tie? No, Angel... Okay, I'm not playing Mirror Max, then never mind. Angel is... Yeah. I probably can't play Mirror... I guess if Angel gets paired down, I could. It's probably going to be Ruby Amethyst, though, but I looks at things. We could do a Ruby Amethyst. That's fine. The last Emerald player dropped at 0-1-1. That's too bad. But 3 of us being in the fighting, and that's pretty good. Love to see it. I wonder, like, how close is your list to me today, Rays? I'm curious. I'm curious. Oh, there we go. Finally got the pairings. All right, let's roll. Sorry for the delay there, folks. We are... Oh, we've got the mirror. Let's go. Okay. Let me just confirm I got that right. Yeah, no, we got the mirror today. And we have to win to be in. I think I don't know if we can tie in. We'll see. Alright, boys, let's go. Are you ready for some sing-songing? Are you ready to sing some songs? We're going down to Bikini Bottom. Well, you go out there and you top, man. You got this. I believe in you. Alright, let me get the code in. I don't know how to navigate this mirror yet, because I have zero experience. This is going to be a fascinating game to play. Like red, purple, green, steel. That's boring. Ah. Oh, you've been watching Angel. Yeah. That's too funny. I'm glad Angel was watching, but he said they said they're going to do a fair match, which is good. No stream snipe. Let's go. Alright. Okay, so the mirror. We definitely want, yeah. I mean, that's pretty decent, all told. Like, paint doesn't really do anything in this mech in particular, but Sir Hiss might, because it stops Diablo. Bare Necessities to stop. Yeah, I kind of like this pretty well, honestly. Like 1, 2, 3 with a song. Let's see what we can do. That's a pretty good hand. I guess Bears may be greedy, come to think of it. It is, but it can be good. I keep forgetting sometimes about Ursula too, and I just hope it doesn't exist. But you like really prioritize Ursula too in this matchup if you see it. Oh, he's on Cindy? Huh. Well, I mean, I guess I'm not resolving songs anyway. Crookie probably is safe enough to do. Holding on to this with Ariel is fine. Cindy, okay, so he's definitely on a very different build than mine, unlike Ray's. Or at least a fairly different build. Okay, that's 2 Kaidos Ink, that's good to know. Flynn, okay. Can't trade all of a sudden. We'll ink a paint here, because I don't think paint does very much. And then we guess, I could actually justify tapping this, right? Because like, what can he possibly do? Nothing, because like there's no hard removal in these colors, and if he wants to double swing, what do I care? I guess he could shift Flynn and swing. That'd be the only possible thing he could conceivably do, is shift Flynn and swing and make me very sad. I don't think 1 lore is worth it or will decide this game. I could be wrong, but I'm going to tread very cautiously here. Because I've thought about shift Flynn is the only thing. I have thought strongly about shift Flynn, so I don't want to discount that possibility. I'm probably overthinking it though, I really probably am. So next turn looks fairly strong in theory, but we'll see. Sir Hiss, I think, goes very good right now, relatively speaking. And you can't tap Flynn very freely. Like, this could be the first ever recorded Lemon Lime Singer Mirror match, when I think about it. Because, like, how many people... I guess Savit's played it on stream, but I don't think he ran into any mirrors, did he? As far as I know. I know Alphos, I think, has played it some. But I doubt he ran into any mirrors either. Inking an Ariel to play John? To play John. That makes sense. Okay. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to find his discard. Oh, boy. Yikes. Okay. Well then. That got interesting. Okay, I need to keep an action in my hand to deal with that. However, I'm not swinging here for sure. Do I play this instead? Is that crazy? I don't think I play that. No, I want to develop Diablo because he doesn't have any answers to it right now. He has an Ursula and that. Like he Ursula snipes, and then I need to play this next turn? Is that okay? I guess it kind of is, right? Unless I don't find a nickable, but I probably find a nickable. But then what if she whiffs? Then that gets me really badly. I think This could dig for an under the sea though, or set one up, which is huge in this matchup. Or could just play that now, do the bounce, get stuff going. I don't hate that either. The odds aerial whiffs are on the unlikely side. Plus I'll have draws to perhaps deal with it. I think that's fine. And I can tap with this, that's fine. I'm not swinging it to give Gonic draw. That's just not something I refuse to do that. Oh, right. Well, I mean, there's nothing I could do to address that, like, unfortunately. I forgot. Oh, wow. Okay, that's really bad for me. That is rough. That is extremely rough. I guess I can kill John here, which is not the worst thing in the world. I want to find a song so we can't discard to me, right? Yeah, that's definitely the... Right, I didn't factor in the math, but that was a top deck in my defense. An unfortunate top deck. That's rough, that's rough. Okay. Well, we found it, and we keep it, and then we probably kill John most of the time. Yeah, we kill John so we can't draw. Okay, so we're not in a bad position in theory, because... like, we're kind of... This is still a very volatile situation here. Because he has to ink to play that card. Yeah, he has... Okay, so he does that. I discard an action. I can start trading almost, like, fairly freely. I guess maybe not against Flynn. But I may trade against this. Well, maybe what is going to be the option? Ooh, Ariel's pretty good here. We definitely develop Diablo. Diablo's definitely to develop. It's enough crossing threat. I could take out the Flynn here, but I think the play is hold and try to find Under the Sea with the other Ariel, I guess, Drew. Or possibly a removal option, like Bruno. Although I've gone through 2 Bruno, so that's not that likely. But there's reasonably decent shots, so we just hold. Okay, that's a fairly weak top deck. I'm definitely trading on this turn if I don't find something good enough. Come on, one time? Ah, damn. No such luck. Okay. This gets tricky. I need to trade here. I can't not do that. That's definitely the case. It's unlikely that sudden kill is a factor for the remainder of this game. Unlikely, but not impossible, because I could get our muses or something. So I'll get rid of the Ursula for now. And I think I'm okay to tap, because if he double swings in, I'm kind of comfortable with that, and I need to start developing more. And I still keep enough Under the Sea, so that's okay. I could consider inking here, and I think that is correct, because I could draw a 5-drop card that I want to play. Sure enough. Like, it comes down to finding Under the Sea off the top from this position. Like, if I can just find one, I'd be in a very good position. Similarly, though, like, he can find Under the Sea as well and wipe me out. Like, it's really just a matter of, like, we're essentially playing a game of Russian roulette. Of, like, and we're each just loading in bullets off the top, trying to, like, find that Under the Sea to like, win the game. That's kind of where we're at now. He is, however, notably ahead. I get good trades if he starts tapping, so that is one thing I've got going for me right now, but... Oh, interesting. He's going to triple trade in. Okay. We're very fine with that, to be honest. Like, that's pretty okay for us, but it depends. And then not playing anything. Like, if he had Under the Sea, like, what would he not play in this scenario? I'm very confused. Like, I'm not uncomfortable with, like, trading. I guess I'm no longer... we're not in under the sea range anymore, but, like, do I need to trade? Like, I kind of don't. I might just place for Hiss here instead of John, just because it's, like, it's a safer card in general. Yeah, that actually makes sense to me. I could ink the Kaida, I could play the Kaida, and then, like, he can't trade and I could tap, but I don't even think I would need to tap this. Like, because of the line he went for, this also isn't vulnerable to Under the Sea is a big thing, and we've got Diablo drawing us and getting us more advantage, which is a little risky for, like, discard effects, but I think we just live with that. This currently isn't enough to Under the Sea, so it's pretty safe in that regard, too. I think I just do this and hold. Okay, I guess I could have played it. Okay, I mean, we'll see. A Diablo, but I've got an answer for that. I mean, I guess we just rip it, right? Yeah, we rip it here. As much as I'd love to draw off it, we're not going to get a good use out of this card. It was a sudden chill that he didn't want to play. Interesting. I don't know if that's correct. We'll tap with both of the... I can't... No, I do tap, and if he wants to trade, I'm comfortable enough with that. I might ink this? I don't know. I don't think it does enough, and he's likely to play most things he gets from this position. I do need 5 ink somehow. Yeah, we'll ink it here. All these Kaida. I mean, at least they're clusters, but it's very iffy. Oh no. Russian roulette? Oh, but I get a draw. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, yeah, he is creating that. It makes sense for him, too. Oh, right, that means... Oh, that's actually really good. Holy smokes. Okay, I mean, I guess I have to trade at that point. I wonder what his last card is. Like John. That's not amazing for me, honestly. Thank you very much for the follow. But okay, we're in the middle of an intense game, so I can't really chat right now. Okay. I think we do discard him while we have the chance to. What did we get? Okay. Nothing particularly noteworthy, but... I mean, they don't get Under the Sea, but if he trades, I think I'm comfortable enough with this at this point, because I'll develop some good stuff, and I have enough of an advantage to do so. Okay, what a weird mirror this is. What a truly weird mirror. Okay, he's crossing aggressively. Oh, that's so bad. Oh my god. Okay, we'll discard a Kaida. Do I discard 2 Kaidas? Yes, because they don't do that much. Wow, his list is very different and very what I would call greedy. I would call his a greedy list. I'm very tempted to go 2 and stop him from discard, but I guess he can discard me regardless. I get his discard, which is okay. I guess I don't know if I'll have another discard opportunity, but if he draws, I would. I guess we want to get John rolling. It's very frustrating not having him. I'm comfortable tapping with both of these this turn, potentially. Yeah, I should get value on this when I can. I do think I double tap here, because we have the trade advantage. No, man. Oh, gosh. That is so bad. He's found 2 under the sea, and I have found 0. I'm just going to throw that out there right now. Do I ink this? Is it worth keeping? I could deny him discard and draw. But I can potentially... Yeah, no, I think I do keep it. I think I keep it. I may get punished for that, but okay. Not punished, thank goodness. If it was a song, I probably would be less inclined to keep. Okay, he's crossing here. Which is actually very fair to do. We have to kill something, and it's going to be this. If he double trades in, am I comfortable with that? I think I am comfortable with that, because then I can trade for both of his guys, so I do tap here. Ooh. Nah, he's just tapping. Oh, this is extremely close. This is still so close. I really need something like a Bruno to save my ass. That's not it. That's very not it. Okay. Wait, I can't actually stop. No. No, I was really hoping you would trade. I can like swing, 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 or swing, swing. I can't kill both. Darn. I think my top decks were just worse than his. I don't know. Well, that's a bummer. Oh, shoot! I forgot to check in. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Okay. For the record, that was the stream's fault. Keys. I did not check in on Manticore. So that's kind of unfortunate. Man, that's very annoying. Like it's weird because like you could look at the chat and see that we were both active in doing it, but because I didn't press a button, I guess I already lose. I could maybe request a judge, but it doesn't really matter because like I'm not topping on a 105 anyway. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm kind of comfortable with him winning, or her. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that, honestly, because, like, there'd be no use. I could maybe top if I win, but yeah, I think that's probably all we write here, unfortunately. Like, legally, we'd have to do best of 1 anyway, unless we do so. I'm just letting them know. So, I guess that means like, honestly, that was a very close match. It was a good game, honestly. I feel like it gets... I mean, I guess it's not that surprising. It comes down to, top deck wars with 2 discard-based decks. It makes sense. And it's not going to be unlike the green steel mirror in that specific regard. But I guess didn't see top decks, never saw Under the Sea, unfortunately. But I felt that game was very winnable. I just needed a little something better. I needed to find that Under the Sea before they did. And even with Ariel, I couldn't find it. It is what it is. Well, at least Emerald Amber will top tonight regardless. So that's good. We'll take that. Thank you very much, Vince. Glad you could pop in. Okay, well, we've been on for about 3 hours at this point, so I think we're going to call it. But thank you all so much for joining me. It's been a pleasure. I hope you've gone to learn a bit. I know that, yes, Lemon Lime, Nat 20 Gaming. We just finished our run 1-1-3, losing just now to a mirror match. Technically due to not checking in despite getting in the chat. But honestly, it's kind of like, I don't feel like playing out a game two, and I can't top regardless in that kind of scenario. Some unfortunate losses, I think, tonight to some unfortunate circumstances. A lot of games were very winnable, I would say. But I'm not unhappy, honestly. I just want to show off the deck a bit, have some fun, enjoy Pixelborn's last tournament. I don't think there's anything going on this weekend. It'd be too risky to do so. I guess there might be like Mishi or Manticore that runs Thursday, Friday, but I doubt I'm going to bother with those personally. But maybe I'll do a farewell stream or something. Maybe. Don't call me on that. I don't know. I'm not a huge streamer as of yet, but it's been fun to stream, but it's also very time consuming, and I do have a day job and like other hobbies I do like engaging in some. But we had a lot of fun with Lemon Lime. If you would like to hear more about Lemon Lime, you can catch me out at the 20 Lore Pro Discord, where I usually hang out. Feel free to ping me at PantyWarmingHeart. I also do offer coaching, so if you'd really like to get in-depth, in detail, tailored lessons with this deck and learn it for your set champs, feel free to reach out to me on 20 Lore as well, or DM me on Discord as it goes. You can find me there for that as well. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, as it were, as all the kids say. And y'all have a good night, and take care.